What's up, everybody? It's your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Here, boy, I'm gonna tell you something. This gonna be one of the livest shows on the planet. Saturday night takeover. Y'all think that Wednesday night, ladies' night is good, but boy, I tell you what. Welcome to the most ultimate stream on the planet. Easy Computer Solution. Get them in here. We gonna be live tonight. We got YouTubers that y'all see. Some YouTubers you follow. Some YouTubers you may not follow. But I got a gang of guys here that's King Supreme. So let's go and invite these guys right here. And let me go and let these guys show off their channels, you know, like you know. Technically, I got my man Technically T in the building. What's up with you, man?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Man, another stream. And man. You know, let me see if I can get your channel up, man, because I'm gonna tell you, everybody got to follow you. Listen, I'll broadcast that channel real quick. So, guys, check this out, right? We got Technically T in the building. Man, let everybody know what you do on your channel, man.
What's going on, man? Nothing much, just a bunch of case reviews, smartphone reviews, man. This new year, I'm going to jump in and doing a whole bunch of things. A lot of people want to see some car videos, so I'm going to do some car vlogs because I'm heavy into cars and things like that, man. But we're going to try to jump into a whole bunch of different tech this year, man. So it should be a little different content coming up. So definitely subscribe if you haven't. You know, it should be a fun year.
You know what I like about your channel? That you cool with it, man. I mean, I've been following you up, man. Check him out, man. He got 63,000. I mean, 63,000. I wish. I was about to go to the book.
Like, after tonight, you will.
He got 6,398 subs. So after tonight, you be way over 6,400 for sure. You know what? I watch your videos. You do these case videos, and I just watched that Canon Rebel video, and that's nice, man. You got some real good quality videos. So yeah, you're doing your thing, man, and that's Appreciate the key. Technically T, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's see who we're here. Up next. Now everybody know you, Mike. We got Mike from Simply Your Device is in the building. But if people that don't know who you are, let them know who you are anyway.
I'm Mike Dixon. This is Simply Your Device, and we're going to have a countdown starting in. Take it away. Somebody give me a countdown from 3.
3,
yes.
2, 1.
Hey, I like to review phones and technology. I like to expand beyond what the phone can do. I also like to get into the little, you know, from the carrier point of view to, you know, the operating system. I just whatever comes along, I'm checking it out. I'm going to try and make a video of it. So that's pretty much my channel.
You know what I like about your channel? You keep it real, man. And you know what? Being original, that's the whole key. You got your countdown. That's the key. So if you ever follow another YouTube and all of a sudden they say, and we go do this in 5, 4, and you're like, damn, why are you stealing my style? That's the key. So, you got to be original. And when I watch your YouTube channel, I see that you're original, and that's the key. I like it. I like your vlogs, and I like the stuff that, and hey, yeah, I seen this unboxing you did. That's your mom's that's in there. Oh man,
I did. Yeah, I got my mom a Moto G4 Plus. I did an unboxing with her. There's one I just done with my brother. He got the Honor 7X. Now he's the other angle of that is he's an Apple guy for many years. and my brother, real quick. My brother was like, you know, hiding something from me. He has all this audio equipment, and you know, he says, "Yeah, we could do this." And I got a green screen, and the next thing I know, I'm doing live streams with him. And hopefully, my brother's watching right now. And let me tell you, he just put me in another dimension when he got involved with doing this. So next week we're planning another stream. We're definitely going to be doing another stream. We're going to be talking about his experience with the Honor 7X from an Apple guy.
That's what I'm talking about. Next up. We got your man in the building, the Gadget Beard.
What's up? What's up?
I like that.
Right here.
I got
let me pop some phones out of the beard.
Nice.
Yes.
Right.
Everybody know what kind of videos you make on YouTube channel.
So I'm new to the game. I only got about a little over 100 subscribers. I review basically anything technical, with technology. I like gadgets. I like phones, computers, everything you can possibly think of. I'm not bringing everything all at once because it's expensive. So I'm starting off with smartphones and stuff like that. But, you know, check me out. Give me a try. I'm new to the game. Criticize me if you want, and leave me some feedback. You know, I'll just get better as time goes on.
That's what I'm talking about. He got 165 subscribers, guys. And you know, one of the things that I like when I look at your channel, you got that clickbait down pack right there, man. And it's all about that clickbait. It's all about clickbait. Look at that. Look right here. It's worth $1,000. See that? That's what it's called. That's clickbait. And guess what? If people scrolling down YouTube, they say, "Damn, I got to click on this. I got to see what they're talking about." And I'm telling you, people talk about clickbait is bad. Nah, that's the key right there. The key to success. So check him out. The Gadget Beard in the building. We're going to have some fun, man. Y'all just don't know. All right. Last but not least, got my man Dwight in the building from I Take You Out Guy. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Let everybody know what kind of videos you make on your YouTube channel.
Well, I do a lot of videos. I do all types from unboxings to reviews, app reviews, tips and tricks. Like a lot of people from my area, you know, they're not into this tech game like me. So I just feel like, you know, I'm one of the rarest out here that's doing it. So I just like to, you know, express my, you know, thoughts on tech, iPhones, whatever, Android, Windows, you name it. So yeah, tell you, everybody, check out my YouTube channel, man. I'm like one of the, like I said, I'm a needle in a haystack, basically.
Yeah, but look, I'm looking at your banner here. This looks like a Pixel banner or something you got up here, huh? iPhone banner. That look like the home screen or something, right?
Yeah. That's from like the Android. That's from Nexus.
Oh, from the Nexus. Okay. Yeah, check him out. He got 6,000 subscribers, guys. You gotta check him out. He got videos, all kinds of videos. Get free Bitcoins. Oh, I gotta check that out, man.
That's what's hot right now, man. That's what's hot right now.
Yeah, Bitcoins.
And I see you got a lot of variety of different videos, which is great. You have to have a lot of variety of videos. It's because the tech game is saturated. So you got to be different. You got to, you know, you got to differentiate yourself from a lot of different things, man. And so that's great. That's awesome that you roll it like that. That's what I'm talking about. So I want to say what's up to everybody in the stream. I see everybody that's rolling in the stream right now, which is great. So as we get into 2018, which is great, 2018, man.
Yeah.
2017 that just flew around. God, what happened in 2017? What did we see in 2017? Well, I tell you what, we saw some stuff that happened in 2017 like no other. We got new aspect ratios. We got phones that didn't come out on time. We got all kinds of stuff. Listen, we got everything that happened. We got phones and stuff that got bad screens on it. Then we got battery throttling and all that stuff. What happened in 2017? Is it going to happen like this?
The LeBron James forehead.
Yeah, then we get the forehead, like, you know, then we got the notch, right? So I mean, God, man, just to kind of reflect on 2017. God, as wild as it was in 2017, do you think it's going to be a wild 2018?
I don't know what they got left. I mean, what do they have left, man? I don't know. I mean,
it's hard.
You know, that question comes up a lot.
Yeah,
that question comes up a lot. Like, what else can you do?
What else can you do? I mean, we're waiting on Samsung. They're supposed to be the first to put the fingerprint scanner in the glass. We'll see if that's true. But I mean, will Apple keep the notch? We don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going to happen, man.
Well, I can tell you. Let's make sure we understand, right? Now, Samsung is supposed to be cut. Now, ZTE came out with the butterfly phone, right? We call it the ZTE Exxon M.
Yeah,
and it was, you know, some people call it innovation, some people call it the butterfly phone. Some people say it looked like a Nintendo DS. Now, Samsung been looking to do this for a very long time. I mean, you go way back to like 2013, 14. They talked about this horrible display stuff, right?
Yep.
And now I think Samsung is ready to roll it out, right? But it's gonna be a first generation product, so it's gonna be like the notch, a beta. Like Apple, we came out with the iPhone 10, and everybody perceived it as being a beta.
Yep.
Would you run out and spend $1,500 because it's gonna be expensive? Woo!
Hell no!
It's gonna
No,
be
no,
no.
It's gonna be
way.
a high phone.
That will be one phone I will not be unboxing. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm gonna say bye.
Let me tell you.
Good.
I'm telling you, I'll be right there with Swappa, okay? I'll be there with Swappa. Come on.
Market, man.
Come on, gotta put it in there.
Nah, man.
Come on.
I mean, come on, man. It's Samsung. Come on, if Apple came out with a foldable phone, everybody be standing.
Oh yeah,
man. Of course, but it's
well, that's a different animal.
I don't know, man. I'm not with the foldable concept. I'm just, right now. It doesn't stick in my head. Like I look at the videos of the Samsung of that foldable. I'm like, it looks cool. It's innovative, but I don't know, man. I'm not with it. I gotta see it in person to get it in my hand. Then I'll be able to judge it, man. But
it's
I'm
Samsung,
not with it, man.
It's Samsung, man.
Yeah,
What
man.
are you talking about? It's Samsung. I mean, it's the best things on the planet. And then everybody criticizing me about the video I dropped yesterday. Well, no, I dropped the video this morning.
Yeah.
And criticizing the cameras on the device. You know, I mean, I'm kind of fed up with this crap, man. I'm like, you know what? My first rant of 2018, and I did a rant video.
Come out with it, all guns blazing, you know?
Yeah, why not, right?
Bring out the cannonballs.
Yeah, man.
But you know what? At the end, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say though, it's an interesting thing. What else can they do to these phones? What else can they do? What else can they do with these outside of folding them? Or I mean, okay, there were ones coming out with displays from China. I don't know if you saw that. I forget who made that phone. It had a little display back here.
Right.
What else can we do with these things? You know, I mean, and now you got these bezel-less phones going on.
All right.
What's the next? What is the next thing they can do? What else can they?
I think
three cameras.
Right, and that's the thing. So I guess since we got dual cameras, now we're gonna put 3 cameras on, and next they're gonna put 4 cameras on. Now it's one of those things that have we got to the plateau? What's next, right? I mean, right now, what has we've been complaining about for the last since smartphones been existing? Smartphones have screwed us over, right? Think about this. Flagship phones don't give you nothing but 4.5, 5 hours of screen on time. But the mid-tier phones, they give you 3 days of the battery life, right? And we've been complaining about that. And then, listen, I'm one of the ones that talk about this with the keynote address, right? The keynote address come out and they get on stage. We give you better life. We give you infinity dream. We give you. I'm saying to myself, bullshit. Come on, man.
30 more minutes of battery. 30 more minutes of battery and everything. Like,
yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
On. And I'm sitting up there looking at, Samsung. I always like to mark J.K. Shin, right? He's no longer with Samsung, by the way. And you get on there. This is Galaxy. No, hey. No,
yeah.
We're gonna give you more battery life. We're gonna give you more.
He sits there for like 30 minutes and nobody applauds. He's just like, I mean, this is the worst keynote ever, man. Samsung is the worst keynotes ever. I promise you, man. God,
yeah,
Nah, man. I'm gonna tell you what was the worst keynote ever, right? The OnePlus 5, when Carl Ping was on stage doing the OnePlus 5 event, and then like a minute later, he's in New York. How could you be in Xinjiang, China, and all of a sudden in New York at the same time?
Green screen,
right?
Green screen.
Yeah. So he was like, but it was so funny, man. It was so funny. But in 2017, we saw all this stuff, man. Yeah. All this stuff. But you know what? We saw a trend that happened in 2016 with the reverse of the Nexus going into the Pixel. You're getting a stock Android phone for $1,000.
Yeah.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me.
I swear, it's you know it's at the end of times when you got that. And it's funny you say that because my Pixel 2 is literally my Pixel 2 XL is literally in my leasing office. I got to pick up tomorrow. I haven't used it yet. So this is my first time using the Pixel phone, man. But paying that much for a Pixel, shit, man.
I'm using mine right now to record.
Man, I'm using my iPhone 8 Plus, but I just got a Pixel 2 because I've been wanting to try the Pixel 2. I got to get one. So I got one on Swapper, brand new for $700, which I don't feel is a bad deal. So I'm just like, let me get one on Swapper. Let me review it, man. So I can't wait to get it. But paying that much for one, like, man, stock Android, man, that's new. You know what I mean? Like, you know.
So let's talk. Let's get into this about the cameras, right? Let's talk about cameras. I mean, let's talk about cameras. Everybody always make the assumption that this camera is better than this camera is better than that camera.
Right. True.
Well, hey, wait a minute. How about the DOX mark or whatever? That
that popped up.
DXO?
Yeah, 2017.
That was a hot word. That was a hot word right there. I got the DOX mark 9 million. You know, come on, man.
Like DXO, man. You've been around for so long, but you're not even credible anymore when it comes to camera ratings, man. Like. Come on,
they just
man.
came out. Just all of a sudden, they just like popped. In 2017, we got introduced to them.
Yeah,
and I mean, this phone got a 96. Nope, this phone got a 98. This phone got a 98.5. I'm
gonna put it to the test. I mean, they saying the Pixel's got the best cameras, but I'm damn sure gonna put it to the test. So
yeah,
you know, we're gonna see, man. And, best camera can go to anything. It depends on how you like your own pictures. I mean, I love the Notes camera, but it's a little oversaturated. It's not realistic to what you see. Right. With the iPhone, it's a little more realistic. So I mean, it depends on what type of picture you want. Because sometimes I prefer Samsung photos over the iPhones. You know what I mean? So it's all personal preference, man. But that Google Pixel, man, it's looking impressive on the camera. So I can't wait to get my hands on it.
Wait, let me just say also add to what he was saying about taking a picture with the note and then saturation and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the common person. They take their phone, they take a picture. Oh, okay. Oh, that's lousy. Let me take another one. Okay. Yep. Now, perfect example I want to just point out is my mom, because I got her that Moto G4 Plus, and I then showed her, I believe it was in the Google Photo app. I said, "You could touch it up, Mom. Here, let me show you." She goes, "Oh, you can."
Right.
Think about it. You don't have to have that saturation. You don't have to, but nobody knows it. The majority of people just take a picture, shoot it, and that's it.
No doubt.
Right. So before we continue, I want to introduce Corey in the building from
my
the
boy.
My boy with the master plan. What's up, Corey?
My boy.
I tell you what, we got the heavy hitters in the building tonight. And y'all didn't know that the smaller YouTubers are the ones that makes the difference in the tech world. You might watch big YouTubers. That's one thing. But boy, the smaller YouTubers, boy, we gaining ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to the tech.
Corey's the reason why I was late to the stream. He's the reason why I was almost late to the stream. We were playing Grand Theft Auto on Xbox. Look, the controller is right here.
I was about to say, that's it, right?
That's how we were playing with each other right there, man.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, Corey.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you a question, man. Is Cerise filling you up with drinks tonight, just like you do her on Wednesday?
We do this Wednesdays and Saturdays. She sure did. Man, you want a drink? I said, I sure do. Why not?
So that's what I'm talking about. Hey, man, what's going on, man? It's good to see you, Corey. Now you ain't been on this show in about a couple of weeks, man, and and I know Apple been all in the news. They got multiple lawsuits. They getting sued $999 billion with a B.
Thing about that,
billion.
For all of us who never read terms and conditions, because I can't remember a single one I've read. You've signed your right over anyway. You can say you can sue. You're not gonna get anything. You literally said, "I agree that I can't punish you."
Hey, but check this out, right? For the last 2 days, I actually I filmed inside of Apple. And I got that video coming out very soon. But
That's gonna be good.
yeah, it's gonna be good. I filmed inside
Yeah,
out.
that's gonna be good.
I did it vlog style, but I a lot of stuff I got to cut out, But it's gonna be pretty interesting. It's gonna be fun. So you check it out, guys. I got that.
Well,
video
we got
coming out.
notifications on, so we'll be ready.
Of course. All right, so we got a lot of people just hit the building. Welcome everybody to the stream. Sean just popped up and said Apple is the devil. Oh, we got tells B says $20 super chat wide open.
Okay.
Listen, don't be shy in 2018. Hit that super chat. Let's keep these streaming videos going. Yes. I'm gonna tell y'all
Super
something.
chat was orange. Man,
I know.
I've never seen that color.
I had never seen a $20 super chat.
Yeah. So I think I seen in some other streams, like some big YouTubers, when they get super chats, they be all different colors, man.
That's when they be purple, turquoise.
Yeah,
man.
especially
Red.
They
be red.
Yeah, I see like $100 and $200 donation. I'm like, ooh, and they, damn.
Right.
So yes, indeed. I would tell you. So next week is CES, fellas. CES, and everybody's so hyped up. But CES ain't what people think it is. It ain't all about phones with CES. It's all about TVs and the appliances and stuff like that. I mean,
phone is on the small.
you're gonna see a few little phones that gonna be sprinkled here. You might have Sony, and I think Sony did drop the same damn design. Oh my God, Sony. You got to
the Xperia 38.
Yeah, like the Xperia. Sony just recycling phones right now with the same design of like 2012. And so I think we see a lot of TV. We're gonna see an 8K TV, right? 8K
from LG.
From LG. Oh my God. Get your checkbook.
I already got a 4K yet. Shit, it's my 8K. I ain't even got a 4K yet.
Come on, T. Come on, T.
I know, man. I got an Xbox One X with no 4K. I'm just throwing myself in the ass, man. Like,
turn the camera off on the best.
All right. Woo, we got another super chat. Shout out to Kevin. He just dropped the super chat in.
Wow.
And
It's getting real colorful tonight.
man, Halloween early, man. Damn.
Can I get a color key for all these?
I'm about to cut off my stream. I'm about to jump on Easy Stream and get on my stream. See if I can get some color in
My stream is about to be streaming Easy Stream. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to stream Easy Stream on my stream.
I'm about to retweet your stream. You know what I mean? Like,
Do it like 50 times, man.
Right.
hey,
man.
so what y'all thoughts about 8K televisions, man?
What,
That's just the thing.
yeah,
like
I don't know about the practicalities yet.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't
They
know.
made- They made that TV just so you can watch what's that MKHB videos. That's it. CTV is just for him.
Hey, but you know what? He shoot 8K, but he shoot at 8K, right? And he does have a big influence in the market, right?
That red camera.
Yeah.
that red camera's insane.
All right, YouTubers, y'all got to step y'all game up.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let me go get the red. Let me go get the red camera, man. We on
Right.
$20,000, man.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
good.
Corey, I'm coming to stay with you if I get that.
We're
If I get that
gonna
red
share
camera.
it. We're gonna
Wait,
share
easy.
it. I'm gonna
Easy.
do Monday through Wednesday.
I just, I was going to say, I just stepped up my game. I got a V20, okay? Come on now.
Baby steps, baby steps.
All right.
Hey, I'm probably on the S7 now. I'm probably on the edge. Hey, I'm living on the edge now, bro. I'm living on the edge now.
All the restrictions. All the pitch in, and we
I'm
all
filming
run
with
it
the.
once a day. That's all we do. Everyone got it done.
Hey, you gotta get ready. Because guess what? All right, so I know I started doing 4K videos, right? And believe me, when you start doing 4K videos, you need two things. You need a very good high resolution camera, which smartphones does very good in 4K. The second thing, when you're using your video editing software, like I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro and I use Final Cut Pro, right? Because when I use my Mac, I use Final Cut Pro. But I can tell you that when it comes down to computers, when I render in 4K video, I got to have like 6 fans on my PC, right? Oh, woo!
Really? That's crazy.
But I have a solution for that. I went out and bought a gaming laptop with all top of the end specs, i7, 32 gigs of RAM, a GTX 1070, and all that good stuff, right? So I mean, but it's still, it got 3 fans in the thing, and it still be
man. See, you need to get you one of these, man. It'll do it without a hit.
iPad,
12.9 inch iPad Pro. I don't even have a computer. I don't own a computer at all.
You edit
like my iPad Pro is my computer. Like
but
it handles 4K, man. It's like
my problem is I could do that, but I got like 4 cameras. I've got different camera angles.
So you got too much going on. See, never mind. You got I'm simple. You know, I got one little camera.
Yes,
one memory card.
That's my problem. I got like one angles going on, and I got like
you got 3 angles. You know,
yeah,
one camera, one memory card, and one person. So it's like,
I like to put effects and stuff. You know, I got effects. Stuff zooming in and zooming out. And stuff,
you know? Man. Can't do it, man.
I do it all on my phone.
Yeah, see, like people got the YouTube game mixed up, man. They think you can go out here. Yeah. You got to go out here and spend and drop this money, man. You can do YouTube completely on your smartphone, man.
You know what? I bought a Pixel book, and then you know how you can run Android apps now. So I was like, man, I'm gonna run these Android apps on here and edit my video on the Pixel book. But when it compresses video, dude, it like degrades the quality bad. And I emailed them, and I was like, I'm about to return this, man. I'm just stick to my phone.
I'm telling you, man, the phone is a powerful tool, man.
I was so disappointed.
I can believe it.
So what are you? Let's see. You say Eric got too much going on. I mean, y'all watch my videos, man. Y'all see the zooming in and zooming out at 3 different camera angles, and y'all see all that editing and stuff. Man, you should see my lines. Like when I'm editing videos on Adobe Premiere Pro, I got like 20 lines going on. Man, the lines don't stop. I mean, I got annotations popping up. I got effects. I got all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that's why it take me 2 days to edit a video.
I was going to ask you how many days it takes you.
Man,
hey,
wow, my message is simple.
I kid you not. I kid you. When I did the Evil Twin video with me talking to myself, the side by side video, it took me 8 hours to film that part. Right? Oh, no. And then
hell no, I don't even work 8 hours in my 9 to 5 job. That's a full-time job, bro. I go to work and I don't even work the whole 8 hours. Like,
look, could you imagine? Like when I did like this my 3rd video doing like me talking to myself. I'm literally like filming myself, just like, just nod my head. And could you imagine doing 3-hour takes of that and filming? I mean, like 20 gigs worth of like 20 gigs worth of video footage, and just to take that footage and chop up parts and try to put it together, man, that's the hardest thing, man.
I can believe it.
I bet.
That's fancy stuff. I go iMovie, add a transition, a fade from the end, a fade from the beginning, and that's it. I don't have time for that, man. Like, maybe one day I'll transition in the back. If you don't like it, then it is what it is, man.
Like, hey, Mike, what you record with, Mike? I mean, what's your software?
It's an Adobe, but it isn't the Premiere. It's
Elements.
What is it called? Adobe Premiere. It was Elements. Yes, Elements.
Okay.
Yeah, and it does the job. It does the job. I used Filmora one time for like a year. It was all right, but Adobe, I had the Pro before, but it was just, I think I was getting hit up every month. Yeah, and I just didn't want. I just wanted to buy an editing, and that would be done and be done with it. So
yeah. Corey, I don't use Mac, right?
You know what I use. If there were gangs, I would be gang FCPX all day long. All day long. I don't even mess with Premiere. I got it. I don't even load it up.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you why. I don't even have any beef with Premiere. I think After Effects is a lot doper than Motion is, but that render time is atrocious. I can get a 4K video out in like 20 minutes. Boom, upload it. Premiere.
But you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. I used to have that problem with my desktop. Actually, not just underpowered, man. You have to have a lot of power with Adobe Premiere Pro. I mean, right now, I can actually render 4K, 8 minutes, like maybe 10 minutes or so. I can render that in about 4 minutes on my gaming laptop. Because I think my gaming laptop is so powerful than my desktop. But I am like for my desktop. The reason why I got my gaming laptop because I like to be mobile. I like to be in a coffee house. I like to be mobile. Desktop, I can't use it. You know. Somebody playing. Somebody having fun in the background.
Oh yeah, my kids, man.
Yeah, I saw it earlier.
Yeah.
So what video software are you using?
I'm basically using like EasyVid, and then I use whatever's on my smartphone. Like I just do it plain, man. I'm like technically over here. I just do it plain.
Yeah, I hear you.
Don't be like technically. He about to switch the game up. He over here trying to front like he not. He about to
What am I doing?
You about to be
Fusion and iMovie. I am not about to do the B rolls, the P rolls, the Z rolls. I'm not with any of that, man. Like
I'll give him March
camera angle messing with me, man. That's
you heard it here. March 1st. By
March 1st, what?
You gonna throw a B roll in something? Not guaranteed.
I don't even know how to shoot B roll. I don't even know nothing about a Q roll or any of that. I don't know anything about any of that stuff, man.
T, what's your most recent video on YouTube about? What's the most recent public video on YouTube about?
A case.
Before that,
my camera that's over here bagged up for this car show tomorrow.
T got more lenses than I do.
I do have a lot of lenses. I do. I just bought one today too, man.
Hey, but T, think about this. T, you got that all those camera lenses, a beautiful camera, external mics. You got to do B rolls, man.
I don't know how you even shoot no damn B roll. Like, first of all,
YouTube
University.
I don't know shit about B-roll, man.
Hey, man,
I'll text you a link right now.
You know, B-roll, you just bring in the camera, nice and slow, just pan around.
I don't even have that tripod that has the fluid head. Man, look, I got time. My B-roll gonna be like this. Don't be shaking it all over the damn place.
Hector, what you using now for video software?
Like I said, man, I use my phone, so I use a Power Director and a KineMaster. That's it.
Oh, cool beans.
So, don't you guys who do it on the phone find it hard to try and do it with
your phone?
It's actually pretty easy. It's actually pretty easy. Yeah, it's just dragging in. The hardest part is trying to find out like how to put like how you say it, like that. When you put an image at the top of your video,
Corey's a fool, bro.
Your layers, how to layer the video, that's the hardest part. But once you get it done, it's pretty easy.
See, with me, I like to sit with the big screen, kind of have me a adult beverage, got all my footage sitting on the computer, and then I like to roll. And then sometimes I like to, put a little, a little Tupac playing in the background. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of get focused on it. And I don't know. I actually tried directors, whatever, on the phone, and I don't know, man. I needed like a 7-inch phone or something because it is a little small, and you can drag and drop. But see, I like so many effects. I'm spoiled, man. I like it.
Yeah, it was funny. Yo, Corey really he really sent me a tutorial on how to B-roll. He really sent me
I think we all need to send
B-roll tutorial. I'm not gonna look at this shit at all. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you will.
I think we all should make some video on how to do B-roll and dedicate it to him.
Right. He's gonna be the first person that I dedicate a video to when I decide to do a P-roll. I'm not calling it B-roll.
He said B-roll. All right, so CES guys, we all tech guys here. We got CES coming up. What are your anticipations on CES? We already saw some leaks about Sony. We hearing that Samsung is supposed to be coming out early with the Galaxy S9. We also hearing that ZTE is coming out with some devices. Besides the TV, let's talk about mobile a little bit. What mobile devices you think is going to hit the airwaves that's going to be exciting? Because I mean, everybody wait for MWC for devices, but you know, CES, you do have those startup companies. You know, ZTE always drop their budget phones and stuff like that. So, what devices y'all anticipating on at CES this year?
That US release of the Huawei Mate Pro, that Mate 10.
Oh yeah. We're talking
the
about
US release.
Get with AT&T. They're supposed to have a carrier backing on it. So
I heard Verizon too.
Oh yeah,
both of them. Cool. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, but I mean, don't that kind of confuse you a little bit? Is the Mate 10 a 2018 phone or 2017 phone? Because it's been out already, right?
It's been out, yeah.
So is it a 2017 phone? Is it technically old? Because I mean, even though it got the Kirin 970, but is it technically a 2017 phone? That's the same problem we had with the Mate 9. The Mate 9 was like out in September, and then we didn't get it until like January of 2017. So it's already like 5 months old.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
go ahead.
In the world of phones,
that's old.
Because you know, a phone's it's old. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a phone's lifespan is short. You know what I mean? The way phones come out, so you know, it doesn't have to be the same manufacturer, but it's just the time span of phones are short. So therefore, it's already been out. To us, it's old. We're looking for the next thing now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like where it's new to us, it's already been out. You know what I mean? So we're looking like, okay,
off the lot.
You know, what's next? You know what I mean? So
well, Apple go come out with a foldable display this year.
Apple?
Hell no.
Double notch? Double notch?
LeBron Claire got loyalty to Android if that day comes.
Man.
They're already lining it up for it. So,
I mean, you think about it. All right, cool. What if Apple say, you know what? Screw everybody. We gonna come out with a foldable phone.
Me and Teresa actually had this conversation yesterday, maybe the day before. I could see it working only in the point that when it's unfolded, that you can't tell at all that it's folded. I don't mean tiny bezels. I don't mean none of that crap. I literally mean it opens and you would have no idea that it was folded.
How?
Only
how though?
I have no idea. Well, but you gotta think about it. We were talking about it before. If you think about the OLED on the iPhone 10 at the bottom, how it wraps behind the screen, they clearly have already mastered the concept of rolling the display. So if you take that same concept and roll it across the edge to the back, I don't like it.
I'm not a fan.
That's a Samsung display. So
I'm not a fan, man.
Yeah, I'm not a fan at all.
I'm not a fan of any of that foldable stuff, man.
But what kind of case you buy for it?
No
what kind
case.
of case you go about? Because
No
think
case.
about that's the biggest problem with that's
Why would you
problem.
need a case?
Well, because if you drop it,
You break it's probably gonna be $2,000.
Wait a minute. That's a good question. What if you got a foldable display and you can't buy it because ZTE got that problem right now with the XOM? You can't buy a case for it.
Yeah, are there cases?
Ain't no case. Ain't no case.
I didn't think there was.
I thought there was one. I think if they released a case for it.
Yeah, they got a case that protects the top and the bottom, I believe. But the I don't know. It's kind of exposed. It looked like some old hacked up stuff that came from the 50s.
Oh man.
I mean, Hector, you're going to CES, right? You get to see all this stuff. What's your anticipation on CES?
I'm actually going with ZTE. So I'll get to see the Axon M.
Well, they might come out with part two.
I think, like he said, that seam in the middle, it just looks like a butt crack to me. So it just messes up everything. So if they can do away with that seam or where it folds is not noticeable, then maybe it's going to have a hit. But as long as you have that line down the middle, it just takes away from the display.
Yeah.
Especially when you're watching video. Like, who's gonna watch a video like this and stuff? Like 2 phones put together. You can watch a video like that. Who's gonna watch a video like that? Not me. I'll fold that sucker up and watch it on the little screen.
Exactly. Yeah.
So the biggest question is, when you got an Exxon M, how could you text and drive?
You get rolled up real quick. You're like,
hey, man. Telling you, man.
Hey,
you can't hide that thing.
It's a good
Shout out to
question.
TK. TK says you can watch porn on.
Or on anything.
Oh, man.
Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Uno Nice is in the building. Well, hold on, wait. Everybody talking about the Atlanta. Come on, man. Y'all, welcome to the Superdome. Welcome to the Superdome. Did y'all see that? Look, everybody that talk about something. The dog on ATL. Man, what happened with ATL? What happened to the Atlanta Falcons when they was in the Super Bowl? They was up there cheering. Oh, we about to win! Hercules! And what happened? What happened? And they, look, they took their spinal cord and just ripped it from their backs and sent them home.
Brady happened. That's what happened.
Yeah. What happened? That's what happened. Somebody can look. Anybody could go in the Atlanta Falcons locker room and say, "Hey, man, what happened, bro?"
I think I'm the closest. The stadium just right up the street. It's 5 minutes up the street from me. I hate them damn Falcons. I live in Atlanta, but I hate the Falcons. I'm not a Falcons fan, dog. I hate them.
Hey, listen, it pains me. I live near Philadelphia, and
y'all lost y'all quarterback, huh?
Ooh, it's over. It's over.
Y'all lost y'all quarterback, and so y'all Super Bowl dreams are done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over.
Last week was a preview of what's going to happen.
But that's good for us New Orleans Saints fans. When y'all lost y'all quarterback, by the way, we're like, hey, we got an opportunity to win the Super Bowl.
Y'all will beat the Panthers tomorrow easy. Y'all will beat the Panthers tomorrow, no issues, man. I ain't even worried about that.
Hey, look, right, because we don't
I'm
care.
not worried about it. Y'all already 2-0, but it's hard to beat a team. It's hard to beat a team twice, but it's really hard to beat a team 3 times. So we'll see if y'all can beat them, man. We'll see.
We're going to see Cam Newton always coming with his little dress on, you know. We're going to send him packing, man, with his high heels on, you know.
Oh, man.
So CES, look, we get all off subject. Everybody like, oh.
I know, man. You already know.
We talk about but it's the playoffs, people. For all y'all techies out there, for us guys, let's clarify something. Tech is one thing, but I know every man here has what's called a man cave. A man cave consists of a TV, which probably one of the best TVs that a man cave can have, right? You're gonna have all kinds of little gadgets, your phones and tablets sitting around the man cave, right? I mean, in your man cave, nobody ain't allowed in your man cave unless they got a thumbprint to come inside the door. Right? You got it hooked up. And look, you could go in there and press on something. It don't work because the man cave is hooked up. And then in the man cave, you got surround sound speakers all around you. So when you sit down and watching that football game, you watching it in full surround sound, right? In your man cave, not only do you have tech, I mean tech everywhere. Everything is controlled by technology through your phone and through all kinds of other tech. But you got that adult refrigerator sitting in there with undisclosed adult beverages.
You about to miss one thing, I think.
Now, and guess what? I got the best of both worlds in my man cave. I have a coffee pot and a beer cooler. So I'm good to go.
Mini bar. I got a little bar right here.
Yeah, me too. I have a mini bar.
I got a little bar.
So that's a man cave. And look, a man cave is one of those things that on Sunday you wake up early in the morning, you got the barbecue going on, right? Don't matter if it's 20 degrees outside.
Don't matter if you're a real fan.
I mean, you got to have that good flavor. And look, most oracles, and by the way, if you don't know what the oracle is the wives. Most wives are like, baby, but I could cook this inside. No, baby, I want that charcoal smell. I want that steak barbecue on the grill.
Yes,
I want that chicken marinating on the grill. And no matter what, when that kickoff happened at 12 o'clock, You got stuff coming off. You sitting down with a Coleman in your hand, yelling and screaming, "Go Saints! Come on, Drew Brees!"
That's it.
That's it. But ladies don't understand that. Ladies be like, "Well, what about football y'all like?"
They don't got to. They don't got to. At the end of the day, they don't got to. As long as we good, we good. We don't. It don't matter. Cause once again, it's a what? It's a man cave. So you don't got to be here. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you know what it is.
Hey, Easy, does the Oracle have the thumbprint? Does she have the thumbprint?
Man, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. One thing about the Oracle. Oracle's got to have access to everything. Bank account. Look, bank account. Man cave.
Okay.
Bank account.
I was just wondering how
cave, bank account.
Well, you said bank account about 5 times. I mean, she really got to show that bank account.
He said, I got 1 card. She got 5.
Bank account, and bank account.
Got that all in one.
Yeah.
She's like, wait a minute.
Samsung Pay, Apple Pay, Android Pay.
It's so funny. One of the things that us guys, we try to hide, right? When you know, we got new devices coming out. We got to try to slide it and say, babe, they got a new phone coming out. Right? And most oracles don't like, okay, so what is it? I mean, you up there being sneaky about it. What is it, right? Like, oh, they got an iPhone 10. Oh, really? A new iPhone? Yeah, it's got an emoji. It's supposed to be faster. It's just that. How much it costs? It don't cost that much. Don't worry about that. And then you get that statement like, wait a minute, that thing costs $1,100? A phone? Wait a minute, you gotta be kidding me. A phone? Wait a minute.
Easy, there's two sides to that. Because I don't have any problem buying.
I know you don't. Right.
The problem is I got to buy 2.
Always been that. Always.
If you buy iPhone 10, you better buy me an iPhone 10.
Well, I was like, she's like, are you get the iPhone 10? I was like, of course I'm gonna get the iPhone 10. She's like, I don't know if I'm gonna get it. And then that night rolled around, and she was like, "You getting up at 3?" I was like, I sure am. She was like, well,
we have an iPhone 10 group chat. We got an iPhone 10 pre-order group chat. Yo, every year we got an iPhone group chat. Cause me and CJ been boys for years. Like we've been knowing each other for years. So we got a group chat for the iPhone pre-order, man.
All right, so shout out to Ray too for the super chat. Super chat is wide open, guys. Thank you.
Oh, hey, check out that caller. Another caller.
Right.
What color would you call that?
Yeah.
What color would you call that right here? I don't even.
What up, Skittles? Okay, you know.
Yeah, like tropical Skittles. Yeah, something like that.
Big ups. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Ray. And you know what? At the end of the day, guys, you know, a lot of people say, Eric, we see you all the time. Yeah, I'm on the internet a lot. I do 3 live streams a week. I'm dropping videos. People like, damn, maybe when you look at it, we got Easy popping up on my timeline. I'm like, yeah,
that's the point.
That's the point. The work never stops. Like, I'm on there. And I started a new series called Tech and Health, right? I'm trying to get healthy for 2018. And so I'm filming myself getting healthy. I got all these fitness Hey, man, I'm going to take Corey. It's you, man. This is the reason why I got an Apple Watch, man.
Hey,
because I'm trying not to get one. I'm trying my best not to go out and buy one.
Shut up. Man. Shut up. Just text me later.
You got to try my best, man. I don't need it.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you, and one of the things that I like about the Apple Watch, and I always had Android wear, and a lot of people like Easy. And Apple Watch nag you, man, when they come down to fitness. Oh, they nag. I mean, I'm getting buzzed, and you got the breed and all this stuff. What the hell going on?
I'm breathing. I'm breathing. You know what I mean? Like,
you're about to die. You need to breathe.
Yeah, I don't need $400 to let me know to breathe. I'm breathing okay. You know what I mean?
Next is going to tell Easy it's time to go to the bathroom. Easy time to take a shower.
Time for you to eat. Easy. It's time for you to eat. It's time for you to
stand up. It gives you all kinds of incentives. You're almost there.
Like, you almost there. You're usually much more active than this. I'm like, word? I'm lazy.
How you know? How you know? You know what I mean?
Then it tells you out of 12 hours, you stand up for 10. I'm like, okay, I stand up for 10 hours out of 12 hours. I stand up all day. But that's the difference, you know. I like the Apple Watch. It does take control of a lot of things. I mean, it buzzes you. I mean, even at night, it's like, because I don't put my Apple Watch on the charger for like 3 days. So I'm like, like, wake up, breathe. I'm like, sleep. So, shout out to the Apple Watch, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now, Android Wear didn't do that. I'm gonna just tell you, just be honest with your Android Wear. I mean, it tells you your stuff, but it didn't nag you to death. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Stand up easy.
Stand up easy.
Stand up.
Stand up.
That is hilarious.
It's hilarious. So shout out to the Apple Watch, man. And a lot of people that hate Apple, believe me, when I dropped a video with Apple, this Apple video I'm about to drop, I think it was a very, very good experience doing this Apple video. And this is one of the reasons why you spend so much money on Apple. It's because of the experience that you get. And I'm not going to lie to you. They gave me an overall great experience. When the video come out, y'all see, but it was a very good experience.
Easy. Were you local like Apple store or?
I was inside the store. Yeah, I was inside the store. Yeah.
At Cupertino? Oh, inside the store, not in
Cupertino?
No,
not at Cupertino. I'm not that famous, man. I don't speak about therapy.
You got that style coop like that, right?
He's having brunch with Tim Cook on Thursday.
Yeah, I don't say. Look, I needed a lot more zeros behind that subscriber base before I could get
yes, sir.
He'd be like, "Why are you slowing down phones?" Having lunch.
Stay tuned for a special Saturday stream.
I am empty.
I got re-upped. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm bone empty, man. I got to do the refill, yo. And I gotta be up at 4 a.m. Shit, this ain't gonna.
You know what?
Now,
we was talking about
damn.
Yeah, go to the coffee tables. Did y'all see your average consumer had a smart coffee table with refrigerator and Bluetooth and speakers? I was like,
what?
They need to get out of here, man. They need to get out of here.
You see it, it was lit. You see it, it was lit. I was like, yo.
If I had that many subscribers, I would have a smart stream. That means I don't even gotta be here. But like, I don't even gotta be here. Like, they got too much fancy stuff, man. It is out of this world, man.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, we got a special guest, but let's see the special guest, man. The white let's see. Bring your daughter in here, man.
All right, man. Baby Two Falls here.
Yeah, bring the baby. Hey.
Hello.
Hey. Hello.
Everybody. Man, she learning early, man.
Yeah, she got to get the. What phone does she like?
What phone you like?
Pink.
She like. I bet she an iPhone fan.
Like this phone?
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever shiny.
She like Android.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa! She like Android.
Yeah, she thinks she know how to work it.
Yeah.
Of course. My finger. She thinks she know how to lock it too.
Look, don't y'all know that all the kids know more technology than us? They're smarter than us, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You talk about us being techies. The kids,
it's crazy.
They know. And you know what's so funny? Walk into a high school. You'll see it. I mean, iPhones everywhere. All the millennials got iPhones.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a device of choice. You talking about? Think about this. You walk into school with. I can count on my hand out of 1,000 kids how many Android devices you might see.
Not many. Especially nowadays. Especially nowadays.
Everything is iOS, man.
I don't mean to be that guy, but when we had that note, my oldest son did not care to try to figure it out. My 3-year-old, he looked at it and he was like,
CJ,
No.
you steered them down the wrong path, man. You see, let them choose whatever device they want to choose.
hey,
Right.
he didn't want the note. I was like, here, CJ, here's the note. He was like, he looked at it, and I guess he couldn't figure out how to unlock it, and he was like,
Hey, she got a real note. She's like, this is the real note. What you talking about? Like, this real note.
That's a real note.
Oh man.
It's a piece of paper. That's the real note.
Yeah. But you know what? Think about it. We've gotten away from this stuff, right? We've gotten away from the notes and stuff like that. I mean, we have to get back into doing what we used to do, right? I mean, now we use the technology as a way out.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in school, we didn't have no phones. We didn't have no pages. I'm talking my age right now. We had no pages, no phones. We barely have air conditions, right? We had to go to the library. We had to do everything. We had to learn. We had to read. We had to do everything, right? Nowadays, everybody just ask Siri, hey, what time it is, right? Or they Google, right? What's the weather like tomorrow? Instead of watching the weather people on TV.
Can you imagine what school looks like for someone who has like a note or some sort of tablet? Yo, I missed the homework. Yo, check your email. It's in there. Like, what? Like, they just
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. Do my homework. Yo, I'm about to text you everything. I just text you my sheet. I took notes on my note 8. It's fine. I got you. Like, all the information.
Refill.
I don't even got a textbook. I'm in school with a phone and maybe a tablet. I'm just like, yeah, I'm reading textbooks, taking notes.
Everything's done with a phone or a tablet. I hear Chromebooks are heavily used in schools. Chromebooks are really a big thing.
I can believe it. Meanwhile, they don't know the pain of having 4 books on your back, 2 binders, and a notebook.
Boy, we went through it. I mean, I remember the books. Oh my goodness!
Right? Do kids these days even have book bags? You just like, man, just have my tablet, man. It's fine.
They make sure you have an iPad in some schools. iPad.
Oh, so I'm like, I like my Apple products, but I feel like that's discriminatory. Wait, is that a Samsung Galaxy Tab? No entry, bro. No entry.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm gonna tell you, I like technology. I like the iPads in schools. I like the Chromebooks. I mean, it is bringing in technology. It is bringing in technology. Oh, hey,
that's a party over there.
We got a party.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm telling you. I make another refill, man. I gotta do a refill.
Yeah.
This one gotta be a light one. I gotta make sure I make a light one right here, man. I can't mess with easy tonight, man. Can't mess with easy tonight, yo.
All right, so at the end of the day, we got HTC. What you think HTC gonna do this year? I mean, they got bought out by Google. So what phones are they gonna bring to the table this year, right?
I don't know, man.
Well, there's talk about U12.
U12.
U12, yeah.
And are they? The question is, are they going to make another phone where MKBHD will say waste of space? You know, another waste of space.
U Ultra. You know? I like the U Ultra, man. I love that phone, man. I love the U Ultra, by the way. Like, even though people say it's a waste of space and all that. Hey, I like that phone, man. That phone is gorgeous. 16:9 aspect ratio, gorgeous screen, very fast device. This an overall good camera, just like the U11. Just overall great device. I love that. I love that phone.
They might come out with something similar like that U11 Plus, though. For that U12, that's going to be hot if they stick to that same design, 18:9 aspect ratio and all.
Yeah, and shout out to Albert. Albert said the best thing about the U Ultra is the Sapphire screen. You know what? I didn't get that phone. I actually wanted that phone with the Sapphire screen because I always wanted a phone where I don't have to buy a glass screen protector. And I think that's the phone to buy. You know, a sapphire glass. I mean, that would be nice. Let's get into some of these comments. We got everybody that's popping up in the building. We got Fox Mamba is in the building. Hey, Fox, what's happening? If y'all didn't know, if y'all watch Wine Wednesday, Fox always makes the grand appearance always in Wine Wednesday. She's great, a good gamer. If y'all into gaming, yeah, check out Fox Mamba. She be on YouTube and on that Twitch and stuff like that. So check out Fox Mamba. She be on Twitch.
Wow.
She heavy into gaming. So what's up to you, Fox? What's up, Mike? I see you in the building. I want a U12 with a 4K display. Hey, you know what's so crazy? When we talk about 4K displays, Sony has bought out a 4K display for the last 2 years, and then nobody else done it. Sony has bought out 4K displays, gorgeous displays, and nobody have done it. The most anticipated phone of the year would be the Note 9, a foldable Note 9. A lot of people say about the foldable Note 9. Well, let's see what it's all about. I mean, if it's going to be the Note 9 have to bring something to the table that's better than the Note 8. So I don't know. It's going to be pretty interesting. Let's see. Looking forward to the next BlackBerry phone. BlackBerry. We got the BlackBerry Motion that just dropped, right? Oh, we got some. What we got going on in the building? I can't hear it. We got. Oh, okay. We are hearing something. Oh, so the BlackBerry Motion. The BlackBerry Motion was the device that came out. So I don't know what BlackBerry gonna drop. I mean, BlackBerry confused. They come out with a phone with a keyboard, then they take it away. What's the deal with that? So I don't know what BlackBerry gonna do. Let's see. Tech for your needs say bendable, not foldable is the difference. Samsung.
I'll be back, y'all. Hold on.
Bendable. All right. Let's see. Kayla is making some noise. All right, so we got so Kayla making some noise. I want to see BlackBerry phone. A BlackBerry what? Phone. You say something. Maybe you say BlackBerry phone. Yes. It's called options. Right. Don't get me wrong. I think BlackBerry want to cater to the people that wanted the people that wanted the keyboard and people that don't want the keyboard. I think the people that don't want the keyboard probably won't get a BlackBerry. You know, right. I mean, if you want to get a BlackBerry, you want a BlackBerry with that classic keyboard. That's the key.
That's the trademark
right there, man. That was the days right there.
Right.
What y'all in the car texting?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Email.
That was a good days. BlackBerry. You couldn't tell me nothing about You couldn't tell me anything wrong about BlackBerry back in the day, man. Like, I love the curve.
Tour was my
BlackBerry Tour, the Storm, the 9530, 9550. Like, come on, man. Like, man, I know, man. When I had the Storm 2, nobody had. You couldn't tell me nothing when I had the Storm 2. I'm like, you got a Storm 1? Oh, never mind. I got a Storm 2. Like, man, you couldn't tell me nothing with BlackBerry.
But didn't the Storm, what that phone was when you had to press real hard because it was
the screen clicked.
The screen folded out. Man. I ain't like that shit, man.
I loved it. You couldn't tell me nothing back in the day.
You can't type fast on it. How you gonna type fast on that?
I just knew I was the big dog when that Storm 2 came out because nobody had it. Man, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, nobody bought it, man.
Nobody bought it.
It was good. It was a good phone, man. People slept on it. I had no problem with my phone.
That phone was man. Because you had
my time.
Could you imagine how fast kids type today? You could not type that fast on a BlackBerry Storm because you had to wait till the screen flex in. So you're doing A, B, C, D,
for the typing, you have to. I think it was mostly like a selection, like Touch ID. I think for the typing, you could just type regular, but when you was making the actual selection is when you had to press. I think.
Oh,
I can't even remember. I can't remember, man. That was back in the day, right there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, BlackBerry was. Let me tell you something. We all had BlackBerry. That was the phone of choice, and we all had Sprint. Rest in peace.
I didn't have none of those. I didn't have a BlackBerry or Sprint.
I had Nextel. Remember Nextel with the two-way walkie-talkie?
Oh yeah.
They got bought out by Sprint.
Yeah.
Nextel was good. I mean, Nextel was good. I mean, but Sprint was the carrier, right? I mean, everybody had to be on Sprint if you wanted a BlackBerry.
It was super cheap.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you come to find out that you wouldn't get no coverage, and I mean, then AT&T got GSM, and you could get you could just throw Sims in any kind of phone, and all of a sudden it'll work, and then all of a sudden, Sprint become the next blockbuster, like, you know what I'm saying? It's day going tomorrow. They try to sell out. I mean, like I think Sprint is like begging people, please buy us, please.
They are.
I remember somebody just put somebody on the table, just buy us.
When Instagram got popping, I had an iPhone 4S, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to get on Instagram. I'm so cool. When we upload this video, fail. Upload this video, fail. Upload the video, fail. Is there a Wi-Fi around here? Upload. Yeah, there we go. When that happens, I was like, these days are numbered. These days are numbered.
I mean, you know what the funny thing about it? I mean, even though it all depends on where you live at. Some people do have a good coverage with Sprint, and they probably hate themselves because, I mean, you think about this. All the nice GSM phones that we be talking about on YouTube, I mean, you can't put it on Sprint. And people be like, but I'm on Sprint.
Nope.
You know, you be like, I got this phone, I got this phone. They go to Best Buy, just buy phones. You just throw your SIM in it, and everybody like, well, I got Sprint. You can't do nothing on Sprint. I ain't like you could just go to online, just like you go like Amazon.com and you see all these phones and you just buy them all, right? But if you got Sprint, what you gonna do with it at that point?
The essential phone.
Yeah, right.
Did it deal with the devil?
Gotta sell your soul, huh?
I got this phone from Sprint, I think for $5 a month. And I just went to Sprint just to get this phone for, I think, and I was like, the next day I was like, all right, I want to pay off my contract. It was like $130 something. That's it. They're like, you can quit if you want or whatever. You want to keep the phone? I was like, yeah, I want to keep the phone. I paid an extra $30. So I think you can get the device for $160 something. The essential phone. It's crazy.
Yeah, wow. Stupid deal.
Yeah.
That thing.
That's crazy.
And they gave me the 360 camera. I was like, what?
Wow. Why not?
That was a good deal.
Yeah, but
matter of fact, I gotta call and cancel my line.
Make a comeback.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
come back. Everybody dogged the Central phone out. It came out, made it sucked. The camera sucked. Everything sucked. This sucked. That sucked. Then all of a sudden, the Central phone became the phone of the year. What the heck?
I think it just stayed the same. But what happened is it made it more appealing because the price dropped. So ain't nobody paying $700 for it. But if I paid $200 for this, I'm like, man, this is good phone, man. $200. Build material is great, but I think it stayed the same. It just came out with a couple bugs, and the cameras are all right. They're not all that great. But then again, I compare them to the Pixel 2 XL, so.
Say no more. Say no more.
I mean, if the Central phone costs $200, yeah, it's probably a must buy. I mean, you get the ceramic device, right? I mean, you're getting a beautiful phone. You know what I mean? It ain't like the build with the Cyclops eye.
Everybody's like, oh, it's design and all this. It look like an iPhone 4S to me. It took the same design. It's a square device. Let's be realistic. They didn't invent anything new. They just used better materials and copy their design. That's what I see when I pick up this phone right here. Now, it's hefty because of the titanium and the ceramic back. It's good looking, but it's all right to me. It's not all that. That's just my opinion. Hopefully nobody get mad on the chat room.
That's all good. We have fun either way. It don't matter.
But Hector, when you go out in the public with that phone and show people, what's their initial impression?
I don't even take that phone out in public.
You
know why?
Yeah,
so I just did an unboxing and I haven't even really reviewed it because I pick it up and I'm like, so here's the thing is when you have a Pixel, it's basically the same thing, but the Pixel just does everything a lot better. The software and everything. So I don't even pick it up. I picked up the Honor 7X. I took this everywhere with me instead of this thing. I was like, man, but I'm going to pick this back up and give it another try to see. Supposedly it's getting Oreo. It's on the beta, but I'm going to wait for the official build and see what it offers. What's the difference between this and my Pixel 2 XL? Probably nothing. Stock Android. What's going to change? They need to. They need to do what OnePlus does, and they need to stay stock Android and add all kinds of features. That's the one thing with OnePlus device. You can say it's stock Android, but they got all kinds of add-ons. You can change this, change that, and that's what I think, in my opinion, sells that phone, because basically a lot of people like stock Android, but it gives you the option to customize and make that phone yours. And Essential doesn't do that for me, so.
Well, you could do that with a launcher, right? Can't you do that and add your own wallpaper or whatnot?
You can get Nova Prime and do all that, but the OnePlus, it just takes it on to a different level. You don't have to get a launcher. You don't have to do none of that. Some people just like straight out the box, likes to do little tweaks here and there, and you're done, which is cool.
As we talk about OnePlus, let's talk about OnePlus. OnePlus 5T. What y'all guys think about that device? Would it be the best device on the planet?
I like the Star Wars phone.
Star Wars phone.
Well, my one problem with that and some other phones too is they like to do the Star Wars phone in another part of the country, and the red one. I think they released the red one.
Yeah,
and that's in China. But we got the white sandstone one. I mean, come on.
Well, they don't got the license for US, so they can't bring that Star Wars over here. They get taxed up the yang by Disney. So they're like, we'd rather pay Disney.
So is that what's keeping the Star Wars phone?
Yeah.
But they released it in a few countries, right? I mean,
in India, and they released it, I think, in Albert knows everything about the OnePlus.
Oh yeah, he in the building. he rocking the Star Wars.
Yeah.
And the red edition, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, he just underrated phone for 2016. Jay Santana says, I got the best underrated phone for 2016.
2016?
Well, I do. That might be funny, yeah.
Not 2016, man. Damn.
But, Eric, another thing that you were talking about, what 2017 was, I noticed was a lot of phones got released at a certain price point. And soon as they were out, and all of a sudden they had a price drop. We had that with the G6, didn't we?
Oh my God! G6 was the worst, man. G6 was out for 48 hours, and it dropped from $800 to $1 and change.
I
mean, you got it's no resale value on the damn thing.
Any Android phone, resale value just sucks on Android. I know when I buy Android phones, you gotta check it up to a loss, man, because I'm gonna get $400 at best when it comes time to sell them, man. Like with this iPhone, I can sell it for $800. You know what I mean? So it's just like. Man, Android resale sucks.
That's one of the reasons why I didn't buy the LG V30. Why would I buy a V30? I buy it for $900 and I can sell it for $150.
Right. The only reason I bought the Note because I got the Note for like $500 or something. I'm like, that's a no-brainer for the Note 8. You know what I mean?
Try to sell a V30 and you just spend $900 for that phone.
$320 best. $320 best offer.
Yeah, best offer. They may be $320. Not only that, but you got to give them the case. You got to give them screen. You got to give them your cards on the side, right?
Your keys to your car.
Yeah, keys to your car.
You got to give them an original box, straight from LG, signed from the CEO.
It still got to have the plastic on it.
I'm telling you, man.
It still got to have the plastic on it, for Christ's sake. Right? Think about it. You can't even. The box got to be unopened for $320.
Unopened. You were like, it's a mixed edition. No, unopened for that price. We'll repackage it and put it back in the package. Like, nah, man. The Android resale value sucks.
Boot. You can't even do your first boot on the phone.
No, your runtime gotta be low.
I mean, man. But that's the thing with Android devices, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Apple keeps its value. Just keep it real, right? I mean, you can sell an iPhone for almost $800, $900. You can't name an Android phone right now that you could sell for $900.
Maybe like
the
whole S line or the whole note line.
Yeah,
like,
you got
all of them.
Yeah, you got to sell them all.
Note one, including the Note 7.
You may get 500 for the whole note line. Like I got an unopened note 1, a note whatever, all the way to the you may get $500 unopened. I'm telling you, man. It is Androids when you buy them flat out, you gotta know that you're not getting your money back. You know what I mean? People always ask me, how you get the new iPhones when they come out, when they first come out brand new. I'm like, because iPhone, you gotta know you get iPhone, you get Apple Care. When you sell it, you only have to put $100-$200 together and you got a new iPhone. Like it's all about the flip process when it comes to an iPhone, and people don't understand that you can always get an iPhone. You just gotta make that initial investment of buying one iPhone full retail. And then you're good.
This?
You're good.
I
But
sold my
go ahead.
I sold my iPhone 10 when the SIM free released for $1,280. I'm looking at it right now.
He made money. He made money.
Exactly, man. You throw a temper glass and a little case in there, you good money, man. You good.
Like, why so at that point, why people get so pissed off at Apple when the resale value is so high? It's like buying a Lexus, you know?
Is that going to change though now? Because now that it's public that they're slowing down your phones, you think that's going to have an effect? You don't think so? It's like buying a Ferrari and being like, "Hey man, we just did the horsepower to half. Here you go. Though. It's still a Ferrari, though. But you can't go as fast."
Will wait if they came out with the 6S, they will wait in line tonight for it. Like it does not matter. It does not matter what Apple does, man. Apple would never lose what they got going on with the fan base.
But wait a minute. For Apple, I can tell you this much. As I was in the Apple store for the last 2 days, their customer service is next to none. I'm just gonna be real with you, man. When the Apple store, if you set up an appointment online, real easy. Set up a when you walk in, when your time is ready, that representative gonna be right there.
They're right.
you
That's what you paying for.
And you got warranties. They either gonna give you a brand new product or they gonna take care of you. I mean,
you ain't lying.
And they're sweet. I mean, they damn near bringing you milk and cookies. You know what I mean?
They by the way.
They are nice people.
Champagne.
Look, the good thing about it, I'm in the business, like the business realm. So they're like, oh my God, they're like, the business people call me on my phone. How you doing, Mr. Walker? And how's it going with the iPad at the workplace? What? I mean, they give you courtesy calls, emails. I mean, they own it, man. They own it.
It's the best, man. Like Apple customer service, man. That's what you pay for. I love going to the Apple store, man, because it's an experience. Like, I mean,
it is.
You walk in, how may I help you? You know what? I didn't want anything specifically, but yes, you can help me. Actually, this is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like,
I just came to say hi.
Yeah, you know what? I just came to browse, but actually, let me talk to you about this MacBook you have over here. Like, is this? I mean, the Apple customer service. The times where I had to call Apple for an issue, I've never had an issue, man. Like, that customer service is A1.
Now, let me ask you a question. If you got a Huawei phone and you crack the screen, who you will call?
Ghostbusters, you go call.
If you break let's talk about the big boys then. If you break a Samsung phone, where can you go? If you break an LG phone, where could you go? If you break a OnePlus phone, where could you go?
You really ain't getting no damn service from them. I mean, you ain't getting shit from one.
You call, thank you, bye.
You break, you buy.
You know what I'm saying? So
no refund.
But apparently they have some Samsung. I mean, throughout the country, I don't know where they are exactly, but they have Samsung pop-up stores where you can go in and get that done. I don't know where they're at, but
I think it's Best Buy.
I know where
Best Buy is retail. Best Buy is
retail, so I won't even trust them with anything. Like,
Best Buy is retail.
Nah.
Nah,
See, I seen a unicorn too, bro. I seen a unicorn too. You see them Samsung stores? I seen a unicorn.
I know. I've never seen a Samsung. Apparently, there's one like in New York.
It.
Apparently, there's a few Samsung stores, but I haven't seen them. But they're there apparently.
If I can't go to Google Images and search Samsung store and see a picture someone took on the outside,
They don't exist.
They don't exist.
So you break. Just say, for instance, you break your Samsung device, right? Or if you break an LG device, and I actually call LG because this is so fun to tell you a funny story. I actually bought this Stylo 3. All right, I bought the Stylo 3, but I bought it from T-Mobile. I bought it out, right? But it still locked to T-Mobile. I called T-Mobile. T-Mobile transferred me to LG. LG wanted me to send them my phone so they could unlock it and send it back to me. So if that was my only phone, I got to send it to you. Gonna take you 6 weeks to send it back to me. What am I gonna do about a phone?
Right. Exactly. That's what Apple wins. Like, there's nothing about. I had a little dead pixel in my. I think my 7 Plus. I had a dead pixel in my 7 Plus. I went in there.
Brand new phone.
I set an appointment, and I said I'm gonna have to probably really talk to them to get them to give me a new phone. You know what I mean? So I went in there. The rep came and told me, "Hey, that's my appointment." Went up to him, showed him what I had going on. I swear to God, he did not look at my phone for a half of a second. He was just like, "Oh, yeah, we get a new phone. We get a new phone from the back." I'm just like, "Damn!" I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, and it was just like, I trust your judgment. I trust anything you say. Let me just get you a new phone and send you on your way. You know what I mean?
I trust your judgment.
Yeah, it's just like Apple does. Their customer service don't. I've never been asked a question or nothing. Like, it's just fluid. Like, that's what you pay for. I mean, I'd rather pay for good. I like paying for good customer service. You know what I mean? So,
I bought when the 17-inch MacBook first came out a long time ago, like 2009. They refreshed it in 2010, so I sold my 2009 to upgrade to a 2010. The 2010 arrived dead on arrival. Never started up, never did anything. And I tell you, they sent me a fully maxed out iPod at the time, which was like $450. The moment my MacBook got scanned in and returned, they built a new one and sent it back to me. I was like,
wow.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
And I didn't even have to argue. I didn't yell at them. It was just like, "Hey man, I received this laptop dead on arrival." They did a little bit of troubleshooting. He was like, "Here's what we're gonna do, man, because I understand you're excited about your laptop. I know you're upset."
That's what you paid for, man.
I wasn't that mad. I was kind of like maybe a $15 iTunes gift card mad. But I mean, if you gonna send me a fully loaded iPod, I'm not tripping. Sold that joint for like $350 and kept it moving.
Yeah. So just so you know, Dwight, you muted. I don't know if you try to talk or whatever. Just so you know. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you my experience. And I've actually bought several MacBooks to Apple, and they took care of it. I've actually bought several iPhones to Apple, and I got brand new iPhones. I mean, I ain't even no question asked. I mean, they scan it.
No question.
They do their little scanning on it, right? And next thing you know, I got a new iPhone sitting in front of me, brand new. Jeez, I mean, come on, man. We might talk about a lot of things on this channel, man. We might talk about what's the best phone on the planet. We might talk about this versus this, and who should you buy? This should you buy? But when it comes down to customer service,
can't beat it.
It's unbeatable. Unbeatable. You can't beat them. I'm sorry. People like, well, easy. I could go and get it by swap. Where? Even if you go to the area, they'll be like, you got water damage. Nah. You got water damage. I mean, but that's what you pay for. That's what you pay $1,000 for. That's when you buy a MacBook Pro and you spend $2,500 for. It's not because of the computer is better. Yeah, it is better in so many ways, but it's something that happens 2 years from now. 2 years from now, when something happens to your computer, you're not nervous to walk into an Apple store and say, "I don't know if I'm under warranty." Yeah. Like, listen, don't worry about it. They give you a product. That's what I love.
And that's what's funny because my brother, now he's into tech. I'm slowly getting into it. My transition, he left Android and he went to iPhone. He loves iPhone. So he has a 7 Plus, and his Touch ID seems like the vibration motor is loose. So whatever it is very loose. So he said, man, I don't want to take it to Apple, man. They're going to give me a hard time. I said, man, you haven't had that phone for a year yet. Just trust me when I tell you, just go in there and tell them what's wrong. So he called me. Man, I'm about to walk in the Apple store. What I say? I'm like, don't say shit. Just go in there and tell them what I'm telling you. Like, you go in there and tell them your Touch ID isn't working. It's working, but it's got a funny sound, and you need to fix. He said, man, he called me back an hour later. He said, man, I walked in there and told him my Touch ID made noise. They didn't even test it out. They just pulled a new one out and were just like, here. I was like, I told you, just listen to me what I'm telling you. Like, you go to Apple and just say, my phone fell out from the skies and hit the ground, and they'll give you a new one. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But I mean, everybody should know that, you know, the customer service is A1. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, so at the end of the day, that's where Apple wins at, right?
Oh, yeah, no question.
I mean, they've been building this up for years. It's not about some people talk about, oh, the iPhone 10 is shitty and it's the worst thing on the planet. But okay, if I break my iPhone, I can get a new one. But if I break this phone, where could I go and get a new one at? See, that's the thing. I got a Samsung. I got this phone, right? I can get this phone done in 1 day. I got to wait 6 weeks. What you think I will pay for this? I mean, just being honest, I could go to Apple Store. If I do something happen to this phone, I got Apple Care. I can get me a brand new one in less than 2 hours. Right. Where could I get this? I got to ship this off to Samsung, right? Samsung gonna say, it's gonna cost you a couple of $100 to get it fixed, and I'll send it back out to you in 6 months. I mean, that's the thing. That's the point.
By the time the Note 10 comes out, I got you. But I do want to just play devil's advocate about Apple for a second, because I know there's not an Apple store in every city and every state. There's places that there aren't Apple stores. If you have like a screen, like let's say you crack your screen on your iPhone and you're nowhere near an Apple store, you can either A, do like an express replacement. You pay them the full price of the phone. They will overnight you a brand new phone, not 2-3 day shipping. They will overnight it to you. You get that phone, that becomes your phone. You send back your phone. They overnight your phone back to Apple in like 2 days. Whatever $900 fee you paid to hold that phone, it's gone. 2 days.
That's true.
Anywhere in the United States.
A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know
anywhere in the United States.
That's what Google does with the Pixel phones. So they'll place a hold on your credit card and they'll overnight you a phone. And then once you receive, actually, when you go return the other one, as soon as it scans, you get an email that they just released the funds.
I love when people do that. I'm like, dude, I don't have it anymore. UPS has it. What are you doing? Amazon's like that too. As soon as your package is scanned, they're like,
yeah.
I love that. Think about it. I just sent that camera out. Like,
come back.
I'm just like, Amazon returns lovely, man.
Yeah, I'm sitting there thinking like, how do they work with these crooked people? You know, there are crooked people everywhere. Someone's like, I know what I'm gonna do.
I'm sending back bricks.
How much did it we good?
I'm sending my iPhone 10 back. It's a different phone.
You know how I upgrade phones every year? I need one and I send my old one back to Amazon. That's great.
I mean, at the end of the day, people complain about Apple being expensive. I mean, think about the new Mac Pros, right? I mean, people spending upper tiers of almost 10 grand on the Mac Pro with the Xeon processors in it, right? See, that's a totally different type of machine. It's not, we talk about Xeon processors with 128 gigs of RAM in this thing, right? I mean, these are totally different type of machines. I read in the comments and people going ape shit like Apple they want all your money. And I'm like, okay, this computer is not for you to just to buy, just to go on Facebook with.
Look at the clarity of my profile picture. Oh my God.
These are professional machines, and people don't know technology. I realize that because I'm looking at the comments and I'm seeing people talk about Apple ripping people off because it's a $7,000 computer. They ripping people off. And I'm like, okay, do you see the specs in that damn thing? It's a 5K Mac. that they got a 5K display, 128 gigs of RAM, Xeon processors in that thing. What do people like? Okay,
all in one device. Yeah, it's all in just one little slab.
One little slab, and it comes in space gray, and it gets nice space gray peripherals with it. And oh my God, oof.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. We listen. People didn't even leave in comments. That's not the question. Easy said it. It was free. And let's see. iFans are backtracking. I don't. They might be talking about something before. Let's see. We will talk about the Pixel the way we speak about Nexus in the next couple of years. You know what? That's right. The Nexus. Well, here's the thing. The difference about the Pixel. The Nexus was supposed to be a developer's device. That's why the key developers had it. It's for developers to develop their apps, and they work on a platform, which is the Google platform, before they release their apps. It wasn't really, to me, it wasn't made for a consumer product. Nexus devices wasn't made for a consumer product, but the Pixel all of a sudden became a consumer product. But it's pure stock Android. I mean, to me, it's still a developer's phone, right?
Eric, let me ask you: was that Pixel? Is it true? You think it's Google's answer to the iPhone?
Oh yeah. I mean, you think about it like this. I mean, you got the stock Android going against an iPhone, right? I mean, it's the best of iOS versus the best of Android. If you want the best of Apple, you're going to get an iPhone. If you want the best of Android, supposed to be the best of Android with stock Android, you got to go Pixel, right? So when
it sounds like the customer care is just the same too. With the
right. We hear, but. What I think a lot of people kind of get this misconstrued when Apple sell their phones for $1,000, and I think that's what Google said. Well, hey, if Apple gonna sell their best of the best for $1,000, we gonna sell ours for $1,000 too. So I think that's why we had this stock Android Pixel for $1,000, well, $900, whatever. Mm-hmm. When you add tax to it, it's $1,000, right? So it is Google answer to Apple. So if you want, this thing with Microsoft Surface is the answer to the MacBook, right? So that's how they kind of roll with it. And I think Google answered to the iPhone. And so whatever Apple does, then Google will try to do the same, but it's going to be on the Android side. That's all.
And they did it with the cameras because let's be honest, when you get a new phone, what does the average consumer always ask you? This is the first thing they ask you. Are the cameras any good?
Yeah.
And that's how they went in.
And Nexus cameras were never that good. So that's the point. They sucked. So now Google has stepped up and they put good cameras on these phones. So I mean, people complain about a lot of things, but you got the best of Android. If you want to get the best, let's be honest here. If you want to get the best of iOS, you go in iPhone, and you're going to either iPhone 8 or iPhone 10. If you want to get the best of Android, period, it's going to be a Pixel.
Yeah.
I mean, people are like, well, Pixel expensive. I could get that with a Motorola device. But that's the thing about it is a Google phone is what Google intended to be. You're going to get all your updates. You're going to get everything underneath the sun. You're going to get everything. And so... I mean, that's people go dispute that either way. Well, I could get the same thing with a Motorola phone. I could get the same thing with this phone, that phone. And I agree, you can for $200 or $250, you can get a stock Android phone. But what about the support? What about the support? That's the point.
Oh, yeah.
What about the support?
Without doubt.
And I mean, you might could buy a $200, $250 stock Android phone that's going to be stuck on Nougat for 2 years. Well, at least the pixels are going to be, upgradable.
3 years guaranteed. 3 years guaranteed.
Guaranteed 3 years. Yep.
And then monthly security updates.
Right.
You can't beat that.
You can't beat it. And look, don't get me wrong. We love our Samsung devices. We love our OnePlus devices. We love our V30. We love all this.
No updates.
But let's be honest. All right, this phone. I mean, where's the update? Well, where's my Oreo? Where my Oreo
I
cookie?
did turn this. I turned this on. I know it's been off for about a good week or two. I ain't gonna lie. It's been off for a good little while. I turned around, update. I'm like, oh shit, update.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Did you get Oreo?
It wasn't me, man. I'm just like, I don't know why I'm thinking I'm gonna get some big update when I know it's not gonna be a damn thing. I'm like,
Right. But the question is, are you going to get Oreo? I mean, Oreo been out since September. Damn it.
Yeah, 2019.
All right.
It was July security update.
You almost spit my drink out.
I mean,
it's so delayed, it's unreal,
but
man.
I can tell you that you have to give your hats off to OnePlus. OnePlus have this keep on updating the devices. The OnePlus 5 and the OnePlus 5T is on Oreo. I think the OnePlus 5 is on Oreo. I don't know about the OnePlus 5T. I know Albert is in the building. He could clarify that. But OnePlus updated devices. But even though they do a 6-month cycle, because we're waiting on the OnePlus 6, even though the OnePlus 5T just came out, the OnePlus 6 could be like in the next 2 months. But I mean, at least OnePlus have updated their devices. I mean, you pay $550, 8 gigs of RAM, and you're going to get a device that's going to be upgraded to Oreo and Star Wars and Pixel and Pickle and all that stuff. So you're going to get updates.
Pickle Rick.
Yeah. Pickle Rick.
Rick and Morty. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, you know how Android is. It's all about sweets with them. I mean, you got Oreo, you got honeycomb, you got, what all these updates they call it each iteration of Android. I mean, what's the next? What are we at?
Popcorn.
P. You got P. P is gonna be I don't know. Peppermint patty.
Yeah.
It'd be something like that. Seriously.
Yeah, peppermint patty. And then peanut butter. Somebody said peanut butter.
Yeah, that's good.
But Eric, I want to also say this too and somebody can correct me. I'm a little new to the Apple game, but Apple seems to update their older devices for a long time. Do they not?
Oh yeah.
And they stand behind. I mean, like the 5S can get iOS 11, correct?
Yes.
So, yeah.
And versus an Android phone, it went from 2 years to 3 years on a Nexus Pixel just this year. It's just I got to give a tip of the hat to Apple for staying behind such old products. Granted, they turn down the wick on the battery, but that's a story for another day.
I mean, the battery is like this. I mean, think about this. What happened was people got upset that at 30% their phones was cutting off. All right. At 40% their phones was cutting off. So what happened? People said, I'm so sick of Apple. Every time my iPhone get to 20%, it just shuts off. Well, what happened was that the operating system and the battery was below whatever to power up the device for that operating system. Right. So came out with iOS 11. They throttled the device down based off of the battery capacity. I mean, it's a lot of things in conjunction with that. But at the end of the day, if you pay $29 for a battery, you're good to go. Somebody cooking in the background. I must be taking.
I gotta make some food, man.
I'll take another round if you're coming back. Okay,
Yeah,
hey,
technically,
I gotta make some food, man. I'm starving, man. You gotta feed the liquor, man. You gotta feed the liquor. You gotta feed it, man. I told you, man. Easy got me going.
Oh, that's right. He's got the AirPods. He can leave. He can leave the station. That's right.
Place, man. I should pick the phone and take y'all with me, man, but I ain't gonna do it.
Oh man.
I mean, but at the end of the day, I think Apple has done something that they assume that will help out older devices, but people got upset about it, right? I think people rather have their phones cut off at 40%. I mean, I think
that's something to be upset about. That's what really boils down.
Well, Apple's like Walmart. Anything that Walmart does and then don't tell people about it, they go, we got the suit. We got the suit because it's unfair practice. And I think it's as a business model, when you got a company so big, anything that they do make the news.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, how about that? I was going to say, you know, talk about making the news. Look at that Spectre and that. What was the other one? The other thing that attacked the chips.
The
Spectre
meltdown crisis. Or
meltdown.
something like that.
Yeah. If you saw it, I saw it on the news, and way they made it out like you might as well just take everything you got electronics and throw them out. It's start all over again. I mean, that's how they come across. Is like going, oh, this and that, and change your passwords and all. And I'm like, going, come on, man, you gotta be kidding.
They do. It's the Russians, man. It's the Russians.
It's the Russians. That's a good one. That's a good one. Can't top that one.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, we finding that in 2017 was a crazy year, right? I mean, we had all kinds of fun and games, but in 2018, really and truly, we don't know anything. I mean, we're not even hearing a lot of rumors. We're not really hearing anything, and that's good. I love this. The anticipation of this fly that keep on running in front of me every time I put myself big. But yeah, I think the anticipation of not knowing. I love that. I love the unknown because they can walk out on stage at their keynote address and say, "This is a Galaxy Note 8, a Galaxy Note 9," and they fold shit up and do all kinds of stuff, and all of a sudden we all excited and jumping up and brouhaha and everything. You know,
I think they might just sit back and just take what they brought out in 2017 and just refine it, make it a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's because we got the TikTok cycle, right? If you know about chips, right? Intel does a TikTok cycle. I think we got the TikTok cycle going on right now. So why change everything? We just got new aspect ratios, 18:9 aspect ratio.
I hate it.
They change. What's next? Right? Would they go to a different aspect ratio? No, that's it. They go. All they go do is.
I mean, 4K displays. I mean, you're gonna have to go to 4K displays, I guess. And
well, battery life though. Samsung does have that, but Samsung has that new battery technology. I forgot what's it called, but they're working on something new that's supposed to give you a bunch of battery life. So who knows if they might bring out that this year?
I don't know.
What's it called?
I don't know what you can bring. I mean, I'm going to pre-order the S9 as soon as it's available to pre-order. I'm going to pre-order it, but I don't know what I'm expecting. I mean, it's probably a minor bump, but you know, we got to have it.
It's not going to be nothing.
You know us,
I mean, what we seeing from the renders is, to me, they kind of stealing some of the HTC technology with the glossy back, right? That's what we seeing from the Galaxy S9. We seeing this beautiful glossy back, looking like an HTC type of technology. All right, because that looks good. That's pretty. I mean, to show off the beauty of that booty, right? And so I think that's what we're going to see. What the Galaxy S9. Now, what else? I mean, Samsung Experience 9.0. What did you? We're
gonna see the fingerprint reader at the right spot.
Oh, yeah. They gonna finally get the cutout right? We gonna get the cutout right.
That's the big deal. That's going to be the big deal.
I mean, so they're gonna move the fingerprint scanner to a manageable place. They're gonna put the 845 6 gigs around, right? They're gonna say the cameras are good. The cameras are good. Yeah, until you record 1080p 60 frames per second. So we're gonna have problems with that. Right? Oh, you gotta be kidding me at this point.
Another rant video coming shortly.
Yes. So I think at this point, what could they do? What could they do? I mean, even if HTC come out with a phone, I mean, come on.
And I like HTC. Like, if I had to have an order of Android skins, it would be, of course, stock Android, and then it'd be HTC Sense. I love Sense, like I always did from back in the day. But I don't know what HTC can do to say. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to do to save face. Like, I don't know that. I don't know.
Especially when Google bought all their employees.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. It's like it's over. It's over for HTC. Like, I always say, one of my favorite phones, my favorite phone to this date, still to this date, was the HTC M8. That was still my favorite phone to this date. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I don't know what they can do to bounce back. You know what I mean? Like, HTC had a good thing, but they were always a step behind everybody, man. So I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what you can see in 2018 is LG panels on iPhones.
Right.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Are you ready? Are you ready to
Wow, that's a shakeup.
You thought the Pixel crisis was crazy. Wait till you start hearing the iPhone stuff.
Well,
who knows?
Well, let me be devil's advocate on this. The LG displays are good. It all depends on what they pick. Again, I say this. I like to play devil's advocate. Just think about you at the round table, and you got to pick displays. You got the high end display for this how much it go cost. You got the medium display, not so good, but this is how much it costs. Then you got the low end display. Now it's up to whoever making the negotiations about panels. Are you gonna pick the premium panel, or are you gonna pick the crap panel? Look like to me, Google picked the crap panel. So it's not necessarily all LG fault at this point, because Google probably picked the panel that's on the Pixels, right? Mm-hmm. But I've seen a lot of videos that if you bought a later Pixel in December, you got a totally different screen. Somebody that made videos about that. If you pick the Pixel in December, not the first gen, but the second batch, you got different displays on it. It's same from LG though, but it's a different display. So that brings me to that point is they went back to the round table and said, hey, we get screwed over with these displays. Give me the premium ones. And so the second batch is getting the premium display. I can almost tell you Apple ain't going for that crap. Apple ain't gonna say, nah, I want that low-end display.
They ain't doing that.
I want that premium display. I want the display that you gonna put on your flagship. I don't want that crap that you gave Google. I don't want that. If I'm going to pay $20 billion for displays, I want top of the line. And that's why Apple went with Samsung.
But Google invested billions of dollars into the LG's display. They're the ones who invested into their manufacturing process. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate because think about it. When you got a device that got a burn-in 24 hours, it cannot be a premium display. It just cannot be a premium display when people was reporting burn-ins after 24 to 48 hours after using that phone. Yep. And then all of a sudden Google playing damage control and say, oh, all you got to do is return it. We'll send you out a new one. Are we going to send you out an update that's going to take away the bar at the bottom, and then you just go it on and keep your phone.
And they gave you a 2-year manufacturing warranty.
And then they give you a 2-year manufacturing warranty. So you know that you already know that they acknowledge that they bought the shitty displays, right? Because that's acknowledgement at that point. They bought the crappy displays, but when they got to the second batch, they upped the ante because people could start to see that it was a crappy display. Now the display has changed.
So was the V30 display any bad? Because I didn't get a V30. I don't think any of them had a V30.
I don't think that the V30 the V30 was not that bad. Everybody that I talked to, some people did, of course, people go follow the bandwagon of, yeah, I got a bad display. But for the most part, most people were saying the display was good.
So, well, you might be right. Then they probably went cheap on us.
Yeah, up the margins, right? Let's make more profit. Yeah. Think about it. Really, Google don't make that much money on it. They don't sell millions and millions and millions of pixels, right? They might sell a few 100,000. That's it. So they really don't sell. The first Google Pixel sold what, 2 million phones, possibly, right? Apple's selling 70 million. So if they sold 2 million, we sold 2 million phones. I don't know.
I bought the original Pixel. They gave me $410 for that.
Yeah.
so then when I bought the Pixel 2 XL, I paid like about $600 and some change because we got the one with the 128 gig, and I was like, man, that's not a bad deal. I was like, ain't nobody gonna give me $410 for an old Pixel. So I was like, hey. So they gave you guys they gave us a handout, I guess. So I don't know, some loyalty perks there.
Yeah. Look, I see some people putting in comments here. Let's see.
Eric,
yeah.
You were asking what about 2018? How about, does Samsung get the Bixby right?
Well, you know what? At this point, they got to. The kind of Bixby kind of remind me of Siri. right? Siri been kind of screwed up for a long time and finally got it right. I mean, they're still not on par with Google now, right? But I think that's how Bixby is right now. Bixby need time. Would they ever get it right? I don't know. At this point,
problem with Bixby? Because people be on our note video lighting us up like, you guys don't like Bixby. Oh my God, you're
so
great.
bad on Bixby in the beginning. They never should have said anything about Bixby if it's not going to be out when the phone actually drops. You messed up. First of all, you lost the audience there, and then second of all, I don't think it's hard to gain momentum back when you already started in the negative in the beginning. You know what I mean? So I think, like me, you started in the negative with Bixby. I haven't even pressed my Bixby button. I don't even know what the hell Bixby even says when you hit it. So it's just like, I mean, Bixby is in the dirt for me. Like,
it's too late in the game.
Yeah, I don't use any assistant though. I mean, I use iPhone as my daily, but I don't use Siri. I don't use any of those assistants at all. You know what I mean?
Me and Siri like this, son.
You know what I mean? I don't use any of them. I've never been a fan for them. I mean, I know I'm probably missing out, and I know they're probably super advanced to do so much now, but I just don't use them personally. You know, that's just me.
Well, you know what happened with Bixby? They have did some updates with Bixby. Here's the biggest problem with Bixby. Bixby could do a lot of stuff internally to your phone, like do this and do the same thing as Google now, but you could do a lot of things on Bixby. Here's the problem with Bixby. It takes too long. You ask Bixby to do a command. Nah, I'm getting Bixby just popping up on my screen. You ask Bixby to do a command, and it just takes so long. All that, I could have got me some milk and cookies and a cup of coffee by the time Bixby.
Wow, really that bad?
Long. It just takes so long for me. It ain't instantaneous. It's like if you ask Google to do something, it's like, sure, and it just pops up. Or you ask Siri to do something, sure, it just pops up. But you ask Bixby to do something, and you gotta say, okay, now it's in slow motion. It just doesn't work fast like we want to. Yes, it could work, but it doesn't work like Android and like Siri.
Plus, not only that, you also have the option of Google Assistant on a Samsung phone.
Right. So why use Bixby?
Yeah, exactly. Like there's nothing that sets it apart that makes it more appealing than Google Assistant. Google Assistant just crushes Bixby. So why use it?
Exactly.
Well, somebody left a question in the comments about it. What do you think the Central phone is going to do in 2018? Well, the CEO came back, so that's a good thing. So, I mean, look, Andy Rubin came back.
He's in jail.
So Andy Rubin got his situation cleared up, huh?
Yeah,
he didn't catch the case.
You know, for some strange reason, the big CEOs can't leave the women alone. They got the peace out for a minute, you know. So now, since they paid off all the people they need to pay off, now they back. So what does Central phone go do in 2018? I don't know, man.
We'll see.
They got to get where's the mods for the original Central?
They better have that price right next time when they drop it.
Yeah,
you're darn right.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
You gotta have that price right because you drop it like you a flagship. Like, who are you? We're not gonna pay $800 for somebody we don't even know who you are. Like, you better have $500, $450. And
they need to compete with that OnePlus.
Yeah, you're in the OnePlus market. Don't
go in the OnePlus market. Right.
Actually, you won't be technical. You're below OnePlus market because at least we know who OnePlus is. We don't know anything about a Central phone, so why are we going to give you $700 some for a phone we don't even know about? Come on, man.
Well, at least a Central phone needs to bring the essentials. Headphone jack, maybe
the essentials.
I mean, some of the essentials, right? I mean, maybe
cameras,
like that. Cameras. If you're gonna put mods, give us
screen. Being able to touch your screen.
Yeah. I mean, give us a good operating system so we don't slow down on us. I mean, the Central phone has to be exactly what the name is. Essential. You can't give us a phone that came out 6 months late. You can't give us a phone that don't have a headphone jack, but you call it essential. But you got to buy the mod. Then I never saw the mod. I mean, the mod never came out. I mean, you can't call a phone essential when you missing some of the essentials.
Exactly.
So I think they need to go back and listen. The hardware, as far as the body style, you know, even though it may be iPhone 4-ish, but I think the ceramic looks gorgeous. But with all that said and done, I got a phone that costs $200 that looks pretty. All right, so hardware is pretty all across the board. But it has to be something else that Essential needs to bring to the table, and it needs to compete against the OnePlus. I think that's the market for it right now. It needs to go against the OnePlus. It can't go against Samsung, and you're not there yet.
I'll tell you what, though, they do got a nice packaging.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah.
They got some great packaging. I'll tell you that.
But think about it. How much you think you could sell a Central phone right now? Came out if you bought it for $800. How much you can sell it for?
You can't give it away for free. Nobody want it.
Yeah, so that's the point. I look at resale value. How much can you sell it for?
I'm about to go and swap it right now.
I gotta pay somebody to take this.
I'm just saying, Hector, I'll take it, but you gotta pay for shipping.
I'm like, hey man, you gotta give me like $200 at least.
Nah, you pay for shipping.
Let's see. I'm gonna swap it right now. Essential. Let me see. Oh, a mint condition one. You get a mint one for $370 is the lowest price. $370 is the lowest price for a mint.
That's probably the unlocked one. Look at the Sprint one. Look at the Sprint one.
Oh my God! I know that's got to be $13.
Check sold.
It's got to be $13. I know. A mint Sprint one is $340. So take that easy. You know what I mean?
So could you imagine spending $799 for that phone? And the right now, not even 6 months old, the phone is $300.
That's
Ain't
robbery.
That sad? I mean, you done lost $400, $500 on that phone. 6
That
months.
is straight robbery, man. You know what? I was thinking about getting that phone when the price dropped to what was it? What they dropped? I was looking at
like $399.
Yeah,
$399.
Yeah, $499, something like that.
Get it, but I'm just like, I'm not, because I was going to get it just a review, but I'm just like, man, I just don't know nothing about Essential, man. And I don't want to throw them in the dirt when I don't, when I haven't tried it myself, but I don't know.
It's not that
Here goes OnePlus. Here goes OnePlus. Good condition, 64 gig, $525.
Woohoo!
And I'll pay that for that. You know what I mean?
That's unreal. That's unreal how that phone really holds its value.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. You know why? I can give you a reason why it holds its value. Because
525.
every 3 months it get discontinued.
I'm about to say, if they was following that they'll be on $1+9 by now if they was following the name convention. You know what I mean? So,
the OnePlus 6 is gonna come out before the 5T gets Oreo.
They keep doing that, man.
Yeah.
They keep doing that.
True that. Yep.
So that's why OnePlus holds its value. I mean, because you can't buy it on you can't buy the OnePlus 5 on where could you buy it from? Other than the black market. So that means the value goes high because you can't buy the phone. Right?
That's
you
crazy.
Can't go on OnePlus website and say, can I buy a OnePlus 5? And the answer is no, but you can go to the black market. That means the value of the phone goes up. So
all their phones are limited editions.
Phone
basically.
It's
your best to get it from there.
Right. Well, somebody asked a question in there: Razor phone versus Essential.
I was thinking about getting a Razor phone too, man. But yeah, I mean, are they even out for sale? How much are they? Are they
They're $700.
$700,
see?
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
You
$700.
know what? You in the same category, but I know if you're a gamer, like, I get it. Because I personally, I didn't know anything about Razer because I'm not a PC gamer. So when Razer first came out, I didn't know anything about it. I'm like, who is Razer? You know what I mean? So for me, not being a computer gamer, I don't know Razer. So therefore, we're right back in the Essential bucket again. We're talking about paying that price for.
I don't know
I don't know.
bro.
Yeah, I don't know you, so I'm not gonna pay that.
Know you, bro.
That's what it is.
Or
But they offer you a little bit more than essential though. They offer you great speakers, dual front facing speakers. They're supposed to be like one of the loudest speakers out there, and that 120 hertz display, something that no other phone has done.
True. That's true, but you have a build quality of a 2014 phone, so it's just like you know what I mean. And look at your bezels and look at everything. I'm not trying to judge everything off bezels, but that's where we at now. Nobody wants to see bezels. You know what I mean? So. You know, sadly, it's not about that, but like I said, that's where we are. So it's just like, look at your phone. Your phone is ugly. You know what I mean? But it works. You know what I mean? It's sad to say that, but it is what it is when it comes to taking phones, man. Like, you know,
that is true.
Bezels. Everything is about being bezel-less now. It's not about what features you have. You know what I mean?
Here's a problem that I got with the Razor phone, right? I mean, I look at, okay, so if I buy a Razor phone, I mean, first of all, the phone is ugly.
Hideous.
Exactly. I don't
It's an industrial design.
I mean, I want a phone that's pretty, man. You know, I mean, could you imagine pulling out the Razor phone? You know, you're going to happy hour, you're all G'd up, shirt and tie on, you're good to go.
And you pull out that Razor phone.
Come on, man.
If you
like this big.
Come on. You'll be the laughing stock. Everybody at the bar say, get that ugly piece of shit off the bar.
First of all, it's already strike one that is Android, because you know how people are. That's strike one. You got an Android phone? Like, what do you think? Like I've been telling all my friends, even CJ, even Corey, we were like, I said, yo, because we got a group chat, we talk in every day. I said, okay, actually tomorrow, I'll be a green bubble. You know, you gotta let everybody know that you're gonna be a green bubble for a few weeks. I'm like, but if you want my iPhone, you can text my other line and you can have a blue bubble. But
I think you're about to get replaced.
I'm going green bubble for a few, and people will not text you if you don't have an iMessage blue bubble. Like, people are that shallow, man. Like, it's amazing, man.
Super petty.
And Corey is one of those. Corey is one of those people. Petty. He will not text me because if I don't have a blue bubble, like, you know, it's just
introduce them to Telegram, bro.
Green bubble is so ancient, man. Like,
ain't no bubbles there. Everybody's the same.
It's
texting you on an iPhone. I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh, they're not important enough to respond to right now.
You see,
you never heard of Hangouts?
iPhone users. No, God, I'm telling you, man.
He's green.
Green? Like, oh my God, green is terrible.
No, wait a minute. Let's stop for a second. We got a very important comment here. Say that y'all all dogging every phone tonight. What damn phone do y'all like?
Because there ain't no perfect phone.
Right, we ain't not dogging everything.
We're not dogging it.
We're not dogging it. We give it a lot of props.
Right. We just being critical about some of the flaws. We're not dogging the phones tonight.
No, we just pointing out the good and the bad of every phone, which people don't do. You know what I mean? They don't like the truth. They don't like the truth tonight, but it is what it is, man.
I mean, look, I think to me, every device has its pros and cons. Whether or not you Team Pixel, like Corey just put, Corey Stevens just put in Team Pixel. Not you, Corey.
Not that one.
Team Pixel. We got Team Samsung. We got iSheep. We got what's the other name people call people? You got iSheep. You got the Samsung Knights.
Yeah, Samsung Knights.
Team Pixel.
Can we please talk about that, please? Like, I beg you.
What, Samsung Knight?
People who like Apple phones are labeled as iSheep. People who are Samsung Knights label themselves as proud Samsung Knights. Mind blown. I don't. They got T-shirts.
I mean, that's what they call.
They got member cards.
I haven't seen.
They got membership numbers. They pay dues. They got chapters. Like, I'm sitting here like,
Samsung Knights are deep, man. That's an organization.
I feel like if I talk too much now, they might knock on my door. Like, I'm legit. Like, I'm gonna shut up now.
I've had Richie UL on my show. The Samsung Knights are deep, man.
They super deep.
They got if you follow them on Facebook and follow them on the Google Pluses and stuff like that. Them guys is deep. I had Ace on here. Ace is a Samsung. He was on the show. We got a lot of Samsung nights out there. A whole bunch.
BG Tech Life said Apple folks always attacking Samsung. Samsung always attacking Apple. So
It's been a bloodbath for him for a while.
I'm just sitting here trying to enjoy my little phone.
Street, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to enjoy my little iPhone. They're like, you got an iPhone Note 8.
Oh, you got an iPhone. You bougie. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about, man?
Hey, but you know what? It's so funny that why do Samsung loyalists
so aggressive
go to Apple videos, and why do Apple people go to Samsung?
Because
videos?
they want to use the iPhone, but it's against their religion. That's why. That's what it is. Man. That's what it is. They want to use the iPhone, but it's like, I'm not gonna use that phone, but I like it. I kind of like it, but they're not gonna use it. You know what I mean? So that's exactly why they do that, man. Like,
yeah, and I think that's the thing. I mean, this stuff ain't gonna never end. I mean, when Samsung released this Galaxy X, the Samsung Nights gonna be in full force. They're gonna be attention. I told y'all we had the best. Yes, they're gonna be jumping up and down. They're gonna be like Samsung, hip hip hooray! I told y'all we got the best platform.
Wait a minute, you saw that commercial they made? They made that commercial where a guy, right?
Right.
You know, it gets the first one and goes through the whole thing. Oh man, talk about throwing shade, man.
Yeah,
throwing some shade.
Yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, then trust me, if Samsung come out with the foldable display, then the Galaxy S9 and then the Note 9 come out and it does some miraculous thing, and then the Apple iPhone 11 come out and it's the same thing. Woo, boy, it's gonna be some drama, boy.
I don't know. We're gonna see, man.
It's gonna be some drama, man. It's gonna be interesting.
Definitely.
Because they're gonna be like, well, here we go. Apple doing the same old thing over and over and over. It's boring. It's boring. It's boring. You know, we hear that all the time. It's so boring. I could do everything on my Android phone, but it's so boring. I hear that all the time.
You know, people always kill me with, oh, I don't like Apple because you got to pay for everything. I'm like, what age are you living in? People, you got to pay for everything.
Can I send T a super chat?
Like,
can I send T directly a super chat? Like, oh my god!
It's just like I just ran into somebody maybe like a couple weeks ago, and they were like, I can't mess with iPhone because you have to pay for everything. But I'm like, what do you mean you got to pay for everything? Like, what does that even mean? What are you paying for? What do you have to pay for? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
They be acting like apps be on the iPhone for $9.99, and that identical app is free on Android.
Free on Android. Exactly.
If you're gonna pay $9.99 on Apple, you best believe you're gonna pay $9.99 on Android.
You're killing me with that, man.
Unless you can find. Well, here's the thing: to Android defense, somehow you could always find a hack APK out there somewhere.
Oh yeah,
and that's the whole thing. You can always find a hack, but on the Apple side, you got to jailbreak it and
too much.
You got jailbreak and stuff like that. Yeah,
too much for the average person to do.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Shout out to Ace. I seen Ace in the building. He represents Samsung Knights in the building.
I like Ace.
I'm gonna tell you, boy. You talk about Samsung Knights in the building, and I'm gonna tell you, if y'all didn't watch the shout out video Ace did about me, man, I just want to say personally, thank you very much for the shout out video, man. I really appreciate that. I watched it a dozen times myself, and I shared it, and my wife, the Oracle, watched it, and we really do appreciate the shout out video you did. Because I mean, what I do here is real, man, and I, a lot of people like it, some people don't like it. It goes both ways, but I really do appreciate the shout out video you did for me, definitely. But yeah, you got Lamar say iPhone just work.
That's it. Works good.
Come on now, be real.
There we go. Say it.
Good.
There we go. Say it.
It just worked. Y'all, man, come on now. We all been through it. We all been through it. Oh, we have to open up, or it's a little lag. Come on now.
I don't know about lag.
Here we go. We about to get to
you had to. I had the Black screen on the iPhone.
I'll say that
I had the Black screen on the iPhone. You can't say that.
A lot of phones just work now. There are a lot of phones that just work.
Just work.
So it ain't just Apple, but Apple, that's been their thing for a minute. It just flat out works.
Yeah.
The Pixel just works.
If you press an app, it opens. That's the point,
No doubt.
right? That's the point. If you open up an app, it should work, right? I mean, I think what happens a lot on the Android side is that you got a lot of people that have older devices that you do start seeing lagging out. I see a lot of people like old Galaxy S4s and 3s, right? Because they work until the wheels fall off.
Right.
But they, you know, a lot of people do complain about Android phones because when they show me their phone, I like, oh damn, what is that? Oh, that's a Galaxy S3, boy. What you talking about? A Galaxy S3? And yeah, I would see that as lagging out, right? But I ain't buying them. I'm working till the wheels fall off, and that's the point. And I do see the think about it. I mean, if you got a Galaxy S4, that's the equivalent to an iPhone 4S, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Now, the speed on the iPhone 4S is probably a lot better than the Galaxy S3 or 4. I mean, let's be honest, right? To this day, you probably get a little more a better speed on the on the iPhone 4S or iPhone 5 versus a Galaxy S4. I mean, you definitely go see a totally different speed at that point. It ain't the Galaxy, ain't the iPhone 5S and iPhone 5s, iPhone SEs. It got iOS 11. And so I don't know about the Galaxy S4, but I doubt that it's on nougat.
It's a lollipop.
Oh, it's a lollipop.
That shit is on ice cream sandwich.
Gingerbread. Oreo.
Yeah.
Ice cream sandwich. Wow.
Yeah, ice cream sandwich and stuff like that. I mean, the thing about it is, when we look at phones, I think in the Android space, you kind of got to update your phone every year or so, right? Every 2 years. You're really not rocking an Android phone for 5 years. I mean, you know, they get ultimate performance, right?
We're upgrading because we're techies and we love this whole tech stuff. But I think the average consumer, I think they at least wait the 2 years or when because they're on that payment plan most of the time. So they'll wait till they finish paying and then they'll be like, oh, I'm going to upgrade, and they'll probably get the latest from there. But I don't know. I don't know who upgrades. My mom don't upgrade every year.
Hell no.
Yeah, Hector, you got a good point, because then go to the dealer. Woo! Go to the carrier is the way to go. Try to talk to somebody and say, "Hey, go get an unlocked phone," and get the glazed look over their eyes. You know,
they'll be like, "Pay how much?
What?
$600?"
No, wait a minute, no. You know, I've sold this phone and the Moto G4 Play about 5 times now. I mean, I've had 5 people say, "Okay, well, help me out." But out of those 5, probably about 20 other people, I try to explain to them about go get an unlocked phone, especially like a Motorola phone that can work on all carriers, and they just glaze over. Well, what about all my? I said I'll help you. I'll show you what. And they don't want to know anything about it. They just want to walk into the carrier. I need a phone, and that's the carrier's got it. There's no way they're going to break them out.
But the carrier's going to sell you 2 phones. They're going to sell you either Galaxy S8 or maybe a Galaxy and the iPhone. They see all the phones that's sitting on display.
One more thing, they're going to sell you a tablet. It's free.
Oh yeah,
Free.
The tablet's free. Oh yeah.
Free.
But what about this LG G something tablet? Right? It's free. All you got to do is add that line. You know, man. They always try to sell you a tablet.
They always try to give you a leak pad or whatever it is. They be like, we'll give you a free leak pad.
It's only $10 a month on a data plan.
Come on, man. What is this mess, man?
Yeah. But they do it. They sell you the tablet and they give you a credit, but you got to open up a new line and you got to have data on it. So it's a lose-lose for people that get tablets.
But try to talk to somebody. Try to talk to somebody about getting an unlocked phone. They're absolutely lost. They
never knew. That's people always do that. Like how you like going back to what I was saying earlier. How you get the new iPhones? Oh, it's you got to know how the tech game works, and you got to know when to resell
and not to sell. It's
Get
all
in,
a
get out.
game, man. Like you gotta get in and get out. Like how you can get a new iPhone? Oh, you got money. It's not about that. You got to know when to buy the phones and when to sell them. Like if you got an iPhone, why get stuck into an agreement where you got to pay $40-some a month? Why? I mean, I understand if you got to do that. I get that, but you don't have to if you just listen to what we're doing. It will save you money in the long run. Like,
or you're one of those people with Sprint who got stuck in that iPhone forever, and you're literally screwed for the rest of your life.
You're screwed the rest of your damn life. Like, if they got you an iPhone forever,
You're mine.
You're done. Like
my parents have that, and I went and sat and looked at like the conditions, and I was like, "Yo, this is ridiculous." Like you never own. Like, you know, normally you
never own a phone.
You never own the phone. If you want to buy it after your lease is up, you pay fair market value for that phone.
You pay more money than you could have just bought it for when you first got it for full.
Exactly. You could pay like $40 a month for 24 months and then still owe $300 at the end of that lease.
Right. Straight robbery, man.
That sort of blew my mind. Or you can upgrade to a new iPhone and do the same thing over again. So they've literally trapped you into getting a new iPhone every year to make it beneficial. But you can never get.
They did the same for Galaxy owners too, though.
Why in the hell would you do that?
They got both of them.
Why
they
would
was
you
like,
do that for a
yo,
Galaxy
this iPhone plan is working real good. Let's do it for the Galaxy.
Samsung Nice,
Samsung Nice staying all the way up, yo. Oh my God.
Oh, we got another question in the stream.
I was like, this is crazy.
We got another question in the stream. Why do you guys like to sell phones so much? Well, because us as tech reviewers, we have to try to buy everything to review. And so, and we listen, here's the thing a lot of people don't understand. When people ask me what's my daily driver, I don't have a daily driver. My Note 8 is my daily driver sometimes. But us tech reviewers, we really don't have daily drivers. We only review phones and then we put them back in the box or sell them and go to the next phone. So right now, if I usually keep 3 phones. I have Note 8 and I have an iPhone, and then I'm having a phone that I'm reviewing. Yeah. So we don't really technically have daily drivers. So the phones that you see us with, it's not even phones that we're gonna keep, or phones that we're gonna not me. I'm different. I might keep half my phones, but sometimes most tech reviewers usually sell their phones after about 3 weeks, or maybe they return them, or however it is. But most tech reviewers, after you get a phone for about a month, you're going to the next device. I got phones that are sitting in the box that after I finish the review, I factory reset them and I put them in the box. And I don't, they sit there for years. And that's the thing. So some phones I sell, just like we all do that, right? Because we need to get capital back. You spend $1,000 on the phone, in about 3 weeks, the phone still worked good. So you could get a good resale value the first month or 2 after you buy the phone. You're going to lose 10 to 15% on a phone either way. But you buy a phone, let's say you buy a Pixel, right? And it's not going to be your daily driver. So you're going to sell a damn thing. You're not going to hold on to it. Why hold on to $1,000 phone when you're not going to do anything with it? So you do see a lot of tech reviewers buy phones, and you might see a lot of tech reviewers might review them. You might see a couple of videos about them, and all of a sudden you don't see it no more. It's because they get rid of it to try to recap some of the capital. Because in the YouTube game, if a lot of people don't know, it's a very difficult game, especially when you got to buy 30 phones a year.
Very expensive game.
Very expensive hobby, game, work, job, whatever y'all call it. But in order for us to recoup the cash back from buying that $1,000 phone nightmare and probably sell it for $700, you just sell it. You make the review, you sell the damn thing, because it's not our daily drive. I don't have. Listen, even my Galaxy Note 8 is not even my daily drive anymore. I mean, the iPhone 10 is not my daily driver.
You just have phones with you. You just have phones with you. That's all.
I just pick up a phone and because all of them is set the same way. So when people, and I get these comments all the time, and I'm quite sure y'all do, what is your daily driver? And I tell people I don't have a daily driver.
True that.
You know, I do.
I keep
Well,
my picture.
we know you do, Corey.
I know he got one.
I'm
You know
a
he got
phone
one.
kind of guy. I am a
He got
one
one.
phone. But to kind of speak to it from a different perspective, I don't want to spend money on a phone at all. But I suffer from this condition where I have to be on the bleeding edge of technology, or else my soul burns on the inside and I die. He'll tell you when the iPhone 7 Plus came out, I had ordered a jet black one, and it did not arrive on day one.
I remember that.
Tell you, first world problems. For 24 hours, I was in tears, balled up in the corner, like all my friends talk about their iPhone.
And we had them
in car accidents. I was miserable. So I sold my phone so that I don't break the bank and get a new phone. So I want to be upgrading day one. I sell laptops, I sell Xboxes, I sell PS4s. Whatever it is to get the new one, I will get rid of the old thing because I don't care about the old thing. I want the latest and greatest. I don't care. Once it's replaced, people be like, I mean, but it's still good for, it's not a slow device. I'm like, yeah, it's not, but it ain't
matter,
the fastest. It ain't the fastest. Don't matter. I want the best of the best all the time.
So think about this. This say give y'all kind of pointers. If you wanted to buy a Galaxy S9, you should be selling your Galaxy S8 right now.
Right now,
their market value is going to drop. You
should have sold it before Christmas.
Yeah, you already.
You should have sold it when it first came out.
Yeah, as soon as you start hearing a lot of rumors about the next iteration of that phone, sell your old device now, but don't spend the money. You take that capital, you put it on the side because you're gonna need it for the next device. So you gotta think about it like that. If you want to get the iPhone 11 in about another 4 months, you better sell your iPhone 10.
Yep. You want to take advantage of the average consumer who has no idea something new is coming out. They're like, oh, I can get this for a good deal. And then next month
the new one comes out.
I'm not Best Buy. All sales is final, bro. Not my fault. All sales is final. It's yours. Enjoy it. Have fun. I know you paid a grip for it. You could have spent $200 more and got a new phone. That's not my problem anymore. Not my problem anymore.
And that's the whole point. So if you want to keep the latest and greatest and you want to get fair market value for your older device, your time is to sell is right
Canadian
now.
Super Chat.
Woo! Shout out to the Super Chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You should get rid of that phone right now. If you got a Galaxy S8 and it's paid off and it's unlocked, you get rid of it. You better get
$287 for it right now.
Because what's going to happen is when the Galaxy S9, the swapper and all these people go get saturated with phones because they're trying to sell it, the fair market value is going to drop by 50%.
It's a cliff. It's literally a cliff. The day that phone comes out, it's a cliff.
That's right. The same thing with all Android devices. The fair market value, as soon as the LG G7 get released, the LG G6 is going to be minus $200. All right, that phone is going to be in the. You ain't gonna be able to sell that phone.
I heard rumors that they're not even going to call it the G line. They're going to switch it up or something like that.
They need to, because they got to do something to try to keep the value of the device.
I don't know, man.
Plus, you got to sell it to them. If you selling your Note 8, I've got the latest phone that Samsung offers. I'm giving it to you for a discount. But once the Note 9 comes out, it's no longer the latest.
So it's all about wording. It's all about wording when you're selling the phone.
Mint condition, case kept from day one, tempered glass installed.
As soon as I left the store, it jumped right into a case. Like, that's what you gotta say, man.
Yeah, they be sour.
That's what you gotta say.
Jump into a case.
I will sell the shit out of a phone. You give me a phone. Give me an S4 right now. I bet I'll sell the shit out of it next day. I'm telling you, man. Like,
you know what this meaningless piece of paper is? This meaningless SIM card. They see that and they're like, "Oh, he's got the SIM card, the SIM eject tool." Oh my
God!
Wait! They ask you where that can you like even better. I still got the Apple stickers.
The box is out and everything. Like, a fresh box. I'm telling you, man.
You got the cord still wrapped up. You're right. You got
Oh man, the wrapped up cord, and then
that's a seller right there.
Then you got fresh headphones with no earwax. Come on, man. What more do you want?
Knowing you're not going to use it. Knowing you're not going to use my headphones. You still like, oh, the headphones is fresh? Oh, I gotta buy it.
People have been like headphones used for only 2 weeks. I'm like, no, thank you. You know what I mean?
Hey, but look, check this out. Just say when the Galaxy Note 9, we know they're gonna announce the Galaxy Note 9 about this, say, right before September. That means in like June, you'll be selling your Note 8. I mean, you be because guess what? When the Note 9 comes out, that Note 8 is gonna fall. I mean, you think about it, you go. Because most people that spent $1,000 for the Note 8. I mean, most of us got deals. I mean, it was like buy one.
Yeah, it was the deal. If you spent full retail on a Note 8, then I don't know what to say to you.
Right, but now it's no more deals, right? I don't think there's no more deals. So you spending $1,000 for a Note 8. So even if you could get this, say $700 for the Note 8, you're gonna lose about $300-400. But when the Note 9 come out, you ain't gonna be able to sell that phone for no more than $500, and that's you gonna lose big time on this. So if you want to sell that device, guys, you gotta sell at least 2 months, a month and a half before the keynote address. That's the key. The key to
what Note 8s are going for.
Especially, Note 8 is pretty expensive, at least $700.
But you gotta get yourself a good budget phone until then.
Yeah, $720 budget phone. $720. That's what I'm saying. $720. But in about 5 months, it's gonna be $450. Yeah, that's done. You're done. I mean, so I always think about that when it comes down to fair market value. People always ask me, okay, so most people say, well, easy. I just bought a Galaxy S8 for Christmas. I'm like, if you just bought a Galaxy S8 full retail for Christmas, then you might as well wait for the Galaxy S10. I mean, because the Galaxy S9 about to come out in about 2 months. So, I mean, that's the whole thing. The fair market value of phones go down. You got to know when to sell. You got to. I tell people this all the time. Please keep the box. Don't take the USB Type-C out the box. Let it sit in there. Don't take the headphones out. Don't take the headphones. Let it sit up there nice and pretty because you got good resale value.
Yeah, it helps resale value, man. That helps resale value.
I
just have Amazon boards.
I saw the plastic on my iPhone 10.
Look at it. He still got the plastic on it.
Hey, and you know, and I say that when I sold my MacBook, I was like original plastic. And I done had that MacBook for 2 years, and that shit sold instantly. It's all about what you say, man. It's all
about the presentation.
It's all about the presentation, man. It's what it's all about, man.
Wait a minute. Wait, what Ace saying in here? Wait. Ace in the building said, I'll be having sex with rich older ladies in order to get my tech. I'm a no-limit soldier. Oh, man. Hey, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do to keep that new iPhone, brother.
Do what you got to do. Nah, man, he's a Samsung Knight, man, so it ain't going to be no iPhones coming.
Well, shit, all he got to do is wait for a year or two. He can get it for half price. He ain't got to rush it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Guys, I ain't going to lie to you. Time has passed by. I usually have a 2-hour show, so we went 30 minutes over budget here. So we're going to get on out of here. I'm going to let y'all guys talk about y'all channels again. So everybody can go subscribe to these guys' channel. Everybody that's in the stream, go and hit these guys' channel, watch their YouTube channels. We already know the tech couple. Corey, let everybody know about your YouTube channel, sir.
Oh, yeah. So me and my wife, that lady sitting off screen over there, we do tech and lifestyle, a bit of everything, just kind of stuff that maybe you might not know about, but might kind of find to be cool stuff. We do cars. I'm working on some other projects. Just real wholesome, good looking stuff. I'm one of those people who believes in doing something, doing it big. So we got a 4K TV. We got you covered. And I always appreciate you, Easy, for looking out for us. And yeah, it's been a blast, as always.
That's it. Technically T. Look at him. Tell everybody about the YouTube channel.
Excuse me, man. I'm over here getting my eat on, man. But technically, T, man, if you want to check out accessories, I do plenty of case videos, man. If I think Corey May can tell you, man, I've had cases for years. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
I got some of his cases now. I make them.
I've been doing case reviews, man. Smartphone reviews. I'm gonna get into some car reviews. Anything tech related, man, that I feel like I'm interested in, I'll do a review on it, and I will keep my honest opinion. Not gonna gloss over it, man. You're gonna get straight up me. So follow the channel, man, if you haven't. If not, hey, man, gotta get with it. 2018 gonna be a big year, man.
Yep, that's it. Mike.
Yo.
Let everybody know about your YouTube channel, sir.
Mike Dixon, Simply Your Device. New to the channel, give it a thumbs up. Don't give this video a thumbs down. Tell me why in the comments below, why you didn't like the video. And as always, start the conversation. I do just not tech reviews. I cover different things about the phone business, accessories. I got a few speakers. I got speakers and I got some headphones I'm going to be doing in the next few weeks. Stop on over. Always start the conversation down below.
That's it. All right. We got Gadget Beard in the building. Let everybody know about your YouTube channel, sir.
Gadget Beard, I do gadgets, tech reviews, unboxings, and whatever, video games sometimes. Catch me at Gadget Beard at Twitter, at Instagram. I will be at CES this week, so hit me up on Instagram or Snapchat, and I'm going to give you some live coverage. I'm going to do all my live coverage through Instagram and Snapchat. So if you guys are interested in that, hit me up and give me a sub. I need them.
We're gonna get you up there. Don't worry about that. We're gonna get you up there. I check you out, guy. Let everybody know about your channel, sir.
He might be gone.
Checked us out.
He's gone.
He might have checked out.
Oh, he on mute. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna give him a shout out. I check you out, guy. He got a nice little channel here, 6,300 subs, man. He does all kinds of variety of things. Look like he got it. He got the family videos, which is great. It's always good to put the family in the videos because it brings the family together as you do tech and they learning, and that's good. So check him out. He got a nice lot of variety of videos here. Check him out. He's on I Take You Out right here on YouTube. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! We all have fun here, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. Good time tonight.
Yes. And last but not least, it's me. It's your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. We do this every Wednesday and every Saturday, and I do Monday morning hangover. Don't forget about Wednesday night, guys. Wednesday night, lady takeover. We got ladies takeover, and they do such an awesome job every Wednesday night. And don't forget about every Saturday night that where we have the guys, and we hearing some mixture going on Saturdays. So be on the lookout for some females that want to come on Saturdays to kind of mix it up with these guys, go toe to toe. Say we got to get the guys mixed up with the females on Saturday nights to see how it's going to work out. It's going to be a great debate. As always, we always have fun. Thank y'all guys very much for coming to the YouTube channel.
Thank you, Easy. It was great.
It was always awesome.
Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. Good time as always.
All right. Y'all see y'all guys on the next video. Peace.